It's Football Friday in Oklahoma, and you've struck pay dirt. Skordle Pay Dirt brings you all of the action from 8 feature games across the state. Producer Corey Rogers takes you right where the action is. You've hit pay dirt. Here's your host, Andy Campbell.
Hello and welcome, football fans, to Skordle Pay Dirt. My name is Andy Campbell. I am your host this evening, joined in the Skordle studio at Orthodontics exclusively in Norman, Oklahoma with our producer Corey Rogers. And together we will be bringing you 8 of the best football games in the state of Oklahoma tonight with our Skordle Network schools. A couple of quick programming notes. We had originally scheduled to have Piedmont at El Reno on Skordle Pay Dirt tonight. Unfortunately, that game was canceled due to COVID issues, so we replaced it with Wacomas at Garber, and that game is being delayed due to lightning issues. Estimated start time around 8 p.m. for kickoff in Garber. Let's go ahead and join some of the action. We have the Skordle game of the week. This week is Chisholm Longhorns in Fairview to take on the Yellow Jackets, with my former coach Lyle Welsh returning to Fairview for the first time since he left the Jackets back in 2003. To another former coach of mine, David Glover. Coach, if you're watching, you're welcome to be my week or so anytime. Let's go ahead and join Todd Miller and Adam Dieselhorst for the call in Fairview.
Week 1 here on Skordle. Rosal will get the kickoff. He returns it for the 18 and blasts across the 25 out to the 31-yard line. Good kick coverage by Fairview. Decent return by Rosal. And it will be first down and 10 for the Chisholm Longhorns as Grant Church was down there on special teams first. And here comes the rain.
Look at the rain there. We even got that on our HD camera down on the field. I don't know if Sam's staying dry or not. You might want to come in there. That camera's expensive.
11:54 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Chisholm with the game's first possession. They'll play in rain. They won't play in lightning. Bryce Patton, 6'1", 190 pounds, or 160 pounds, is the senior, and he will open with a single setback. Grant Biggers, the ball on the far side hash. Here is the first snap of the evening as they turn and they hand it off, and that is Rosal, and he is stacked up. It wasn't Biggers, and Randy loses a yard back to the 30-yard line, and the first to get him was Sawyer Hutchison, a 6', 245-pound senior. Not a lot of upperclassmen on this roster, a very talented underclassman comprising a lot of what the Yellow Jackets possess.
Yeah, Sawyer obviously is one of the veterans on the defensive line. You're going to see him in the backfield a lot. You're going to see him on both sides of the line. Offensively also as well, but he get just very disruptive. They're going to have to find a way to block him.
Rain has already started to let up a little bit after a downpour prior to the first snap of the contest. Loss of 1 on first down brings up second down and 11. Under center is Bryce Patton. Yellow Jackets show blitz inside handoff. Not much doing. It's Bickers as he's going to fall forward for about 2.5, maybe 3, falling close to the
To Sulphur at Washington. It looks like the Washington Warriors have already hit pay dirt.
To Luke Hendricks, keeps the drive alive, and now we're knocking on the end zone door. They send Lane Steele in motion. Now he goes back in the opposite direction. They hand it to Scott, and he is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Number 42, that's Grant Flood, 6-foot senior, 185 pounds. One of those linebackers that the coaches were talking about all week.
Pretty good
3rd
job
and
right
7.
there by the Sulphur D, TJ. They had that read out from the start, and like you said, Cole Scott was big big source to be reckoned with last week. Had 130 plus yards, on offense on the ground. So Coach Beller's going to look to lean on him a little bit more tonight.
Sulphur coming with the blitz. Cantrell rolls to the right. He's got Kobe Scott. Touchdown! 8-yard touchdown strike from Major Cantrell to Kobe Scott gives the Warriors their first
touchdown there for the Warriors. Very early touchdown in the game as they look to go 2-0 on their season. Let's take you to Cashin Wildcats, 0-1 so far in the season, at Perry Maroons.
Number 8 on to attempt the extra point.
Extra point is good. 10:53 in the first quarter. Our score will be 7 Cashin. Perry Maroons nothing. They will be receiving the ball.
Looks like we just missed a Wildcats touchdown as Cashin takes a 7-0 lead at Perry. We will take you back now to the Skordle game of the week. Chisholm Longhorns at Fairview Yellow Jackets.
26 to go in the first quarter from Eubanks Field on a stormy evening in Major County. Fortunately, Mother Nature has obliged so far and pretty much stayed away here for the playing surface. Wide left is Isaiah Burris, one of three receivers in this set. It's a pistol formation. The quarterback, again, is the coach's son, Bernard. Throws it out left. That's Fortune. Makes a defender miss. Has a first down as he drags the defender with him across midfield to the 49-yard line. On the stop was Lucas Easter, a junior, 6'1", 200 pounds for the Longhorns.
And Biggers was right there and had a chance. He just didn't break down and make the tackle. Good cut by Fortune.
11 yards on Britter Fortune's first catch of the night. First down, number 1 for Fairview in the ball game, and it comes in Chisholm territory in a scoreless first period. Handoff goes to Blake Perez, and Perez blasts into the secondary and gets 19 all the way down to the 30-yard line of the Longhorns.
Yeah, big run there. That hole had a lot of room on that one.
So Blake Perez on the handoff from Jax Bernard, able to get another first down. So a double-digit start in terms of average per plays for Fairview here early. 3 by or 2 by 1. Again, they hand it off, and again it goes to Blake Perez. This time Chisholm is waiting and dropping for a loss of 1 to the 31-yard line. Abe Red was the first to get there, and he had a lot of help. Also assisting was Tristan Hicks to help clean up that play.
As well as Wyatt Peace, too. He was the first guy in the backfield there. That was a lot better job by the defensive line for Chisholm.
Already played almost 4 minutes of the first quarter. Each team with a possession. There's no score. Second and 11 Yellow Jackets at the Longhorn 31-yard line. Chisholm shows blitz. Bernard wants to throw, steps up, dumps it off in the right flat. That's Burris who makes the catch. And not much doing as he'll get inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Diagnosed very, very well again by Easton John, the freshman, 6 foot, 180 pounds. Easton's dad grew up at nearby Allen Cleo, was an outstanding two-sport athlete for the Cougars, both in basketball and in baseball. We speak of Nick John, who's now pretty high up in the Enid Police Department.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see here what Fairview does on a third and long play.
3rd down and 8. They need to get to the 21 of Chisholm with 7.5 to play here in the first period. Pistol formation. Bernard gets the snap, throws it out left. It's high. Fortune makes the catch. Now makes the defender miss. First down and more inside the 20 and down close to the 15-yard line. They'll finally stop him at the 13. And that was just a little quick pitch and catch, and it was blocked perfectly on the far side boundary.
Yeah, and that's Fortune again, and Coach Bernard's doing a really good job getting him the ball. You see how dynamic he can be with the ball in his hands.
They're going to give him 16 yards to the 12. Another quick snap. Handoff left side. Perez, and he is banged out of bounds as he was stood up, never quite tackled by Kane Coleman, a sophomore out there, 5'6". Short gain on first down brings up second down. He was hit out of bounds. Clock stopped, 7:19 to go, first period.
A good job there, pursuit by Chisholm on defensive end. That had that one first long run, but looked like they're doing a little better against the run here.
Pistol formation. It's Perez in the backfield. The quarterback again is Jax Bernard. He'll throw it over the middle. The ball is caught at the goal line for the touchdown. That's Austin Houck, the junior tight end, and that ball was well thrown, but Houck just out-muscled 2 defenders at the goal line for Chisholm.
Touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. Let's take you to Weatherford, where 1-0 Kingfisher Yellow Jackets are taking on the Weatherford Eagles. This is Weatherford's first game of the season.
The pressure, no doubt, would like to help his team get the ball back.
May have had a little extra energy on that chase.
Yeah. 2nd and 10.
Well, right now you've got all 11 men in the box here.
And Johnson got through a lot of them before he would even met any resistance. Dragged down, but not before he gains 12, maybe 13 yards.
That's one of them, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
Just good luck.
Bartman with the initial stop.
And the problem with Bartman making that tackle is he's the last man available.
Yeah.
And he was first contact. And Weatherford does have some returning linemen, seniors on there, and a tight end, I believe. So, I mean, they got a little bit of
girth up front.
Yeah. Same play, opposite side.
There's some of that power.
Malachi Johnson on the carry. On the tackle, number 21, Kyle Borelli.
Borelli had to.
Borelli and Munoz. Borelli took a pretty good shot at him.
Yeah, he took some shoulder pads on that one. But he held on. Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd down and 3.
I'm not an old offensive genius, but I know what play I would run again. I'm just.
The thing is, you run that 30, 35 times, and those tackles become harder and harder to make. 2nd down.
Quick stop pass to the freshman.
Go to the outside. Pass is complete for a 1st down to C.J. Nixon. As Sean said, freshman, not a combo you see a lot, listed as a wide receiver and defensive end.
6'4", 200-pound freshman, and I did see him on the field too. He's a pretty good looking individual.
So the Eagles inside Kingfisher's red zone at the 18. 7.5 to play 1st quarter. Already leading 7-0.
Semi-wing set. Good contact in the backfield right there. That's 22.
That's Jake Reagan.
Yeah. Reagan had a pretty good game last week.
Yeah, he's one of those players that Coach Jeff Myers talked about him showing last week that he can come in and provide some quality snaps. And we saw him in the backfield quite a bit last week, and here he comes in immediate effect with a tackle for a loss. Jake, just a sophomore.
And he got pulled. Hey, you just come in and do that whenever you get in.
2nd down now. We'll call it 12.
Twins to the home side.
Well, he's running downhill when he gets it.
Malachi Johnson on the carry.
But not a lot. It'll be 3rd down and, let's say, 9. Of course, the last time the Eagles faced 3rd down, it went well for him.
I'm telling you this, if he keeps doing that, him and Munoz are going to wear each other out because Munoz is bringing everything he's got at him.
We'll say 3rd and 10. Clock running, 6:20 to go 1st quarter. Eagles on top, 7-0. This is their 2nd possession.
Roll out, quick pass, out route, caught.
Tackles made. Was it enough for a 1st down?
We're going to take you to our first double box of the evening. We're going to leave it on Weatherford Kingfisher as Weatherford is threatening to score again. But we're also going to show you Cash and Perry. The Wildcats are in pay dirt after a long pass from Ben Harmon to Landon Lagasse.
You got 21 in the backfield.
And 53 in the backfield, and another one.
And they give it to 21. Met some resistance early, gets around it, keeps his legs churning, gets the 1st down.
That's a good job by Borelli. Just
to cover up well. Des and Dillon at the cornerbacks will do a great job for us throughout the night. Pass and knock down incomplete. Should bring up 3rd down.
Number 32, Trent Bowles.
They do the same thing. Gets maybe a yard. Maybe a yard.
Whistle on the field. Casting player looks like his knee wrap has come undone. They'll take him over the sidelines to get that wrap back up. White hat blows the whistle back in play.
went to the wing set.
Same runner, it is Johnson, and he gets the 2-yard touchdown run. That comes at 4:55.
Touchdown there for Weatherford as they extend their lead over the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets. We're going to take you single screen to Hinton at Hennessy. Hinton 1-0 in a year. Also Hennessy 1-0 on the year after beating Crescent 27-14 last week.
The ball boys for the 2021 Eagles: Tyson Hicks, Valentin Tarango, Lincoln Smith, Tyson Skordle, and Aiden Streck. The 2021 record for the Hennessy Eagles: 1 win,
Looks like we're having some technical issues with Hennessy and Hinton's feed, so we're going to take you live back to Washington, where the Sulphur Bulldogs are in the pay dirt against the Washington Warriors.
We do have a flag down midfield here. Could possibly be a late hit on a quarterback right here, TJ. We weren't really watching that, but no. Intentional ground.
No, roughing the passer, yep. That's what you call it. It's called a late hit on the quarterback. And again, 11 penalties last week. You have them dead to right here with 4th and 18 and give up a
automatic first down.
15-yard penalty. It would be an automatic first down. And that'll bring in, coaches bring in number 20, Hayden Milner. Number 50, who comes running off the field, that is Nathan Spalding. And the Bulldogs will have the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll be able to keep the drive alive. High snap, tangled down by Mobley.
Good job.
Number 10 is Daniel Amaya. He's able to pick up a couple yards before being stopped by the Warriors.
56, Rope Scott there, good penetration, and was able to get in the backfield, get him wrapped up, and let everybody else close in. So this Warrior D, you know, not the scenario you want to be in. Bad, you know, 4th down stand right there. Had to lay hit on a quarterback and give them an easy first down, but look for this Warrior D right here to make a stand and try to come in big, get a stop right here.
Sulphur comes out in the diamond formation with the tight end as well. They hand it off to Gentry. He's running to the right. We got a bunch of penalties there. Rope Scott was there first to meet him.
It's going to be a face mask or a horse collar, one of the two.
Again, penalties hurting the Warriors and keeping this Sulphur drive alive. .403 to go in the first quarter. Warriors lead 7-0. Scored on their first drive. Pass from Cantrell to Kobe Scott.
Another first down.
Bulldogs are looking to answer that score. A fast-moving first quarter, Kyle. Only one possession so far for each team. There's 4 minutes left.
We don't have not an automatic first down right here. I don't know. We need to check on that rule, because I was asking my dad the other night, and I think OSSA changed that because we had a call the other night that should be an automatic first down, and he said no, they changed that. So we may try to get a little clarification on that.
2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Diamond formation. Fake the handoff this time. Mobley keeps it. He's looking for some room to run, and tackled down by number 40, Jake Wells.
Still going to have enough to have the first down, though.
Going to be down to about the 3-yard line and give the Sulphur Bulldogs a 1st and goal. Big penalty on 4th and 18 has kept this Sulphur Bulldog drive alive. Roughing the passer penalty, and now they're knocking on the door. Sulphur comes out again in their diamond formation. The tight end on the right. Mobley takes a snap. He hands it off. Number 4.
Looks like he's in.
Braden Standifier, and he scores. 80-yard touchdown drive by the Sulphur Bulldogs, capped off with a Braden Standifier.
Touchdown for the Bulldogs as they try to even up that game. Let's take you back to the Skordle game of the week. Chisholm at Fairview with Todd Miller and Adam Diesehorst.
Kind of out in the flats. That's one of those deals where Coach Bernard's trying to get that player in space. That kid is dynamic with the ball in his hands.
You're just joining a Bernard touchdown pass to Houck, and then on the next Chisholm possession, they went to punt and snapped it over the head of the punter through the back of the end zone. That was Grant Bickers, and that is 9-0 down the lead. Now they'll go with a single setback. Perez offset to the left of Jax. Jax gets the snap, hands it off. Perez lost the handle, but he dove right back.
Big play for the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets as they are trying to get back in this game at Weatherford, as they have entered pay dirt with a long pass down at the Weatherford 19-yard line.
Kingfisher Electric red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Trips to the wide side. Handoff to Munoz to the short side.
Oh,
Still
breaks through, gets to the inside the
1
5.
yard line,
Boy,
maybe.
I thought he was going to make it in. Does get another F&M Bank first down. Excellent job of blocking by the Jackets. Good job by Munoz, just going right off of those blocks, and I thought he was going to spring into the end zone.
Got him about the 2.5.
So it's going to be first and goal for the Jackets. Let's go Munoz again, and he gets into the end zone. Great answer by the Jackets as they get the Dennis's Express.
Touchdown there for the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets. Let's go to Perry, Oklahoma, as the Maroons are taking on the Cashin Wildcats.
It's like he's going to gain about 3 more yards.
Number 4, Nick Napoleon.
Yeah, just went off that right edge there and kind of had it sealed off. The linebackers got over there and didn't let it be a real big gain. But you want to see that defensive end. You want to see Jackson Vandriff come up the field and turn that all back inside.
And, Chris, I'm glad you mentioned the high snaps on Perry's end of it. It may not look like much from our standpoint, but that high snap, him having to regroup after catching that ball, really is costing him a little bit of time there.
3rd and 4, 3:42 here, 12-yard line. Big down here for the Maroons. 4-down territory for sure. Snap. Hall will keep it. He'll cut back inside. Right pass, and that'll be a touchdown. Perry Maroons. Caden Hall on a 12-yard run. Nice individual play there by the quarterback for Perry.
Yeah, he saw that earlier in the drive where, you know, he fakes that, you freeze that linebacker, and then he just snuck right behind Nick and went in for the touchdown. And we saw him do that last week against Pawhuska. And 2
touchdown
huge
there for the Perry Maroons as they tied up with the Cashin Wildcats. Let's take you back to the game of the week. Chisholm Longhorns, Perry Yellow Jackets.
It was Caden Pettis, 54 on the tackle for -1. So 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 9-0 as you see on the bottom left of your screen. Fairview leading Chisholm. Yellow Jackets looking to beat Chisholm on the gridiron for just the 2nd time in the last 6 seasons. 2 receivers left. Biggers remains out there as the single set. Actually, it is that is Rosal. Rolling right now is Patton. Throws out in the flat, and the ball is caught. Good reception that time by Dieterding, and it's going to be short of the needed yardage to gain, but it's going to bring up 3rd and manageable now for Chisholm, still looking for their first down of the evening.
Well, they're getting ready to get one because Houck's going to get a personal foul penalty of roughing the passer.
The play ended at the 27-yard line, so 15 yards on the
We'll be back to join the game of the week in just a minute. Let's take you to Washington, where the Sulphur Bulldogs are – no, strike that. Washington is driving on the Sulphur Bulldogs to try to take the lead in this game.
By number 2, Gage Graham, and not before he gets past the 45-yard line to the 47, and good for a Warrior first down.
Let him out in the flats, TJ, but, you know, we said this last game. Credit the 2 guys on the edge there, Kobe Scott and Cage Morris, laying the wood, getting some blocks, you know, on the edge there, was able to free him up for more yards than he probably should have got.
Looks like there might have been a penalty on the play, too, and gives the Warriors an extra 15 yards and brings it down to the 39-yard line of Sulphur. 2:11 to go in the first quarter.
We'll come back to Washington in just a minute. Let's return to Perry, where the Cashin Wildcats and the Perry Maroons are tied at 7.
Kicking off for the Maroons is number 44, Matthew Larkin, the freshman. Deep, we have Gilbert, Lagasse, and Brown. We had a pretty decent deep kick, or actually it was a high onside. Let's see, that one's going to go right down the middle. Max Brown with the catch right around the 30. He'll cut back up the middle. He's got a chance. Spin move. Still on his feet, and he'll get it all the way down about the 44, 45-yard line. It's a nice little 20-yard return by junior Max Brown.
Yeah, let's see what the offense does. You know, they lost their chance last go-round. Let's see if they get out there, focus, go down the field, and get in the end zone this time. You know, they did a great job of getting down there in the red zone, the pay dirt. Quickly, and then just stalled out with the mistake on the special teams. Let's see if the offense can go out there and pick this team up.
Cashin 2x2, Nababi to the left of Harmon, a little deep pistol here. Give to Nababi, he'll work right side. He's got a hole, cuts it up. Breaks one tackle, breaks another to the 35-30. Gets back, 20, he's got a chance. 15-10, bowls over. Carrying guys all the way in. That's a touchdown, Nick Nababi. Barbarian.
That's what you call right there. You call effort and the will to win right there, because Nick Nababi, they had him dead to rights. He made a cutback, got to the end zone, had kids there to stop him, and he put his head down and drug him 5 yards to get in the end zone. He said, guys, get on my back, Wildcats, let's go win this game.
So Nabavi with a 45-yard one-play drive here. Actually, I should say 55-yard run. Nice work there. He'll be on there. He has to catch his breath, take his gloves off. He'll be the holder as Bryson Hogan, senior, on for the kick to look to extend this out by 7. Snap, hold. Fake snap. Nabavi will roll back out. He's got a chance for 2. He's got Vandriff up top. It's caught. That's actually Gilbert, number 18. So chicken poop into chicken salad, and the Cashin Wildcats take the muffed extra point. Nabavi's got a pass to Gilbert, and the Cashin Wildcats put 2 more and take the lead, 15-7.
Well, that's
so
a good
big touchdown run for Nick Nabavi there, and then throws the strike on the 2-point conversion as Cashin takes the lead 15-7 over Perry. Let's take you back to Fairview, Oklahoma, where the Longhorns are down 9-0 to the Yellow Jackets.
Bickers as he blasts inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line, a gain of 4. 3rd down and long upcoming.
That was something that obviously good play call there. They're trying to get stuff quick, take advantage of Fairview getting upfield. Fairview's going to have to stay in their lanes and be honest.
That play will take us under 1 minute to go here in the first quarter, along with Adam Dieselhorst and our A-team of producers and cameraman. Glad to have you along for week 1 of the Skordle Game of the Week tonight, brought to you by Danny Geis at High Plains Insurance. Longhorns and the Yellow Jackets here in northwest Oklahoma from Major County. Single setback, Rosal. They'll motion again from left to right. Cattle back to throw is the quarterback Patton. They blitz and he almost was sacked. He throws it away to avoid the sack. And that was very close to being intentional grounding or in the grasp. It will be another sack, this time totaling minus 8 yards for the Yellow Jacket defense. And here comes Chisholm to punt again.
There's just too much. I mean, every time that Chisholm snaps the ball, there's minimum 2 guys in the backfield within 2 seconds. You know, it's football's a game of blocking and getting in front of people. If you can't get people blocked, it's really difficult to make any kind of play call on the offensive side of the ball.
12 minutes.
Into the first quarter there at Fairview. Quick programming note, Garber, Waukomis, they are trying to come back from lightning delay. That kickoff should be here momentarily. Also, Pauls Valley at Davis and Noble at Blanchard, both starting at 7:30, so just a couple minutes away from kickoff in those 2 games, and we'll definitely bring you the best action from all 3 of those games that are starting a little bit later than the first few games that started. Let's take you back to Perry, where the Cashin Wildcats lead the Maroons 15-7.
Now Bobby will get it looks like he's getting on the sideline, getting a little rest there, well-deserved. Camden Maroney will roll up as we shift left here. Hall in the backfield. He'll go ahead and keep. He's going to look to pass, rolling to his right. He's got the out. He'll fall to the ground. Intended receiver number 19, Justin Bernard. Seth Kai Gilbert. I get the Gilbert boys mixed up.
Hey, when you got twins out there and what they're
Kai Gilbert, number 17, the junior in coverage. Yep. Looks like Cooper Frazee, the sophomore, will check in for him. But I'd love to see number 9 there, sophomore Bryce Burke coming in, leading tackler for the Cashin Wildcats. He'll come back in to man that middle as Click Nababi will get a few more, pulls off the Gatorade bottle. That's a lot of work for Nababi, I'm just telling you, for Nick. I love my kid and all, but that's a lot of running for him.
Get him out there running some cross country. Get him in
no
shape.
Thank you. No, thank you. 2nd and 10 from the 25. 3:02 left here. Snap, Hall. He's going to go ahead and keep it up the middle. Nice stick there by Gilbert. Maroney on the cleanup. Nice little run there by Hall. He's not afraid to stick his nose and get dirty.
No, definitely not.
No, and he does a great job of reading, great job of riding that option out and seeing what that defensive end there, right there. Jackson was there to make the tackle on the running back. The quarterback did a good job of pulling it out and getting a few yards there.
We're going to take you away from this game. We'll be right back to Perry. Let's go to Sulphur at Washington, tied at 7.
3rd and 9 for the visitors. More than likely a passing down, get to test our Washington secondary. Great corners and safeties for this Washington defense. Mobley takes the snap and he fakes it and he's going to run it. Lane Spalding's there to get him, but he misses the tackle. He spins off a defender. Now he's got room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. He's going to the left, trying to outrun Rhett Vaughn. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. 91-yard touchdown run by senior Mace Mobley. A couple of missed tackles led to that big touchdown run.
Yeah, really nothing special there, TJ. Just kind of not really play action, but kind of just wait and see, and let the hole develop, and was able to get to the edge. They got the edge sealed there.
91-yard run there in Sulphur to put the Bulldogs up 13-7 with the extra point pending. Let's take you back to the game of the week. Fairview with Adam Dieselhorst and Todd Miller on the call.
Hold here at Fairview. Now they'll line up for the point after try. It'll be Austin Houck, who has one of the 2 Yellow Jacket touchdowns on the board. All this taking place at the north end here on this football Friday night. Snap comes back. It's on the mark. Ball is down. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good for the time being, but there is a flag on the play. And
Fairview just kicked the extra point. Let's go back and look at the punt return that got them into the end zone.
Biggers one step, boots it away. That's a good kick.
Goodness.
It's going to be returned by Isaiah Burris inside the 10. Weaves his way across the 15, running right to the 20. Biggers to the 30, to the 40, to midfield. He's got one man to beat, and Burris is off and running to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Isaiah Burris with the punt return from Biggers. And it was a good one from Grant, but he outkicked his coverage.
Yeah, that was just a situation where everybody got down the field too fast. And
so 2 back-to-back 90-yard plays there in the Sulphur and Fairview games. Let's take you to Cashion at Perry. Looks like the Wildcats put more points on the board with a long touchdown pass from Ben Harmon to Landon Lagasse. We're going to show you the replay here in just 1 second.
When you have a really good punt returner that's done it for a lot of years, like you had Braxton last year. But these guys, the more they get into it, the better they're going to get.
Larry Gass on the fly route. That's a touchdown. Another one-play drive. 2 in a row for the Cashion Wildcats. This time it's Harmon hooking up with his man number 19, Landon Lagasse. 48-yard bomb. Touchdown, Cashion Wildcats.
21-7 lead on the Perry Maroons. Let's take you to the game that just kicked off, Waukomis at Garber.
What? Okay, they line up in the eye. There's a snap. Handoff up the middle. Ball on the ground. Ball on the ground.
Again, awesome penetration. If things continue the way this has started, things are looking good for the Wolverines. We're having our way early with that Waukomis offensive line.
Yes, winning the battle in the trenches early. Got about a 3rd and 14, 3rd and long situation. If they break the huddle, it looks like they're going to be in the eye once again.
I just can't get over the size of David Nagel there at safety. He looks incredible.
Yeah, there's the snap. It's a pass, play action, throws it, and incomplete, blown up.
We'll bring you back to Garber in just 1 minute. Let's take you to Kingfisher Yellow Jackets at the Weatherford Eagles. They are coming back from commercial break in just 1 second.
Let's see if they go ahead and punt.
Yeah. They break the huddle. It looks like they're in punt formation. Got 2 out wide.
Officially Woody Roof Field, as they just had the ribbon cutting. You see the beautiful new turf here at at Weatherford High School, as your Kingfisher Yellow Jackets are visiting.
Catches about the 20. Gets down the sideline, cuts back. Ooh, maybe got a little face mask. He keeps going down the sideline, and a great return by Mark Bishop.
Awesome. Another good sign for the Wolverines. We've got a Waukomis Chieftain down, and we have a flag down. While we're having an injury and we're sorting out that penalty, I just want to talk a little bit about that defensive start, Fletcher. Unbelievable.
Time out on the field in Garber. Let's go to Hinton at Hennessy.
Jake Wright finished the drill off. You got to make one guy miss. Can't block them all. You got to make one guy miss. Jake did that. Finished it off with a touchdown.
Jake Wright, number 5, the Manimal. Something you talked about last week. These extra point situations here.
Let's see.
Shore up.
See if we get it blocked cleanly right here for the Comets.
Snap is good. Kick is up, and it's good.
2 for 2.
Comets take the 14-0 lead.
Hinton with a 30-yard touchdown run to put them up 14-0 over the Hennessy Eagles. We'll take you back to the Skordle game of the week in Fairview.
Placed by a senior. 2 receivers left, 2 to the near side. Biggers is the lone setback. Under center again is Bryce Patton. Fairview showing some pressure again. A quick 2-step drop, and they're going to blow the play dead because Chisholm flinched on the left side of the offensive line.
Chisholm just keeps hurting themselves.
Back to the 39-yard line. It's 2nd down and 6, so that really...
We'll bring you back to the game of the week. We're going to take you to Washington Warriors with the ball moving on the Bulldogs.
Look a little confused right now. Handoff goes again to Cole Scott, but he is met by number 42, Grant Flood. He's able to pick up the first down after a gain of 3 yards.
What's Flood listed at? He's a pretty big boy as well.
6 foot 185.
185. They might be undertaking that one a little bit.
Again, Warriors moving with some speed. I like it, Kyle. A lot of speed here by the Warriors.
Yeah, after that last play, Major looked over the sidelines, was telling him hurry up. He's wanting to get the tempo going, get this offense high speed, and catch the Sulphur defense off key. So see if they let Major have his way here.
They send Morris in motion. Fake the handoff on the sweep. He's got a guy open. It's Luke Hendricks at the 15. He stiff arms his way to the 5. Touchdown, Warriors! 42-yard touchdown pass and catch from Cantrell to Hendricks. Ties the game up.
Hendricks open the whole time right there. Ball's underthrown a little bit, TJ. Hendricks comes back to it and was able to get the stiff arm like you talked about and march it in for 6. So that's another thing. You know, you get the ball to those big guys out in the open. The receiving corps is able to make moves and stiff arm people and get the ball in. So
Hegeman with the extra point. A nice extra point that time by Hegeman. It's up and it's good. With 8:22 to go in the first half, the Warriors retake the lead, 14-13. You're watching Warrior football on.
Washington takes the lead on a 42-yard touchdown pass. Let's take you back to Cashin Wildcats at Perry Maroons. The Wildcats lead at 21-7.
So we've got, again, Cashin's 3 down linemen. We've got Cotter, Williams, and Vandruff on the line. Cashin showing blitz, comes out, fills to the gap, cuts it back outside. Bowman's met by a slew originally by Max Brown. Nice job standing him up right around looks like the 48-yard line of Cashin. And that'll bring up 2nd down and about 8 here with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, good job by Jackson there to scrape across there and just, only give them about 2 yards on that play right there.
Was that a Tommy Branson sighting there, number 76? Did I see him coming in?
If that's Tommy Branson, he's shrunk.
Is that right? Okay, I wasn't sure.
I don't see 76 in there yet.
No, that's Tommy Branson. I saw Tommy out there on the D line.
Oh, he was on there the last play. I got you.
He kind of came out here. So 2nd and about 7, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1, snap. Keeper there by Hall. He'll roll to his right.
That was a hold.
We do have a holding call. Jackson Vandross is out there in coverage. Breaking several tackles, eventually brought down there by number 3, Max Brown. But we will have a flag there right around midfield. But excellent work there by Caden Hall. The kid's dangerous with his feet.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to come up with some authority and tackle right there. Luckily, Jackson Vandruff is a beast up front, and he was about to, just break through there untouched, and that's the reason number 65, I think it was number 65, I saw him just pretty much tackle him and bring him down to the ground, and that's what really sprung Caden Hall for that big game.
Time out of the field in Perry. Let's go to 8-man football in northwestern Oklahoma. Garber at Waukomis. Garber inside the Waukomis 20.
And I would not want to be on the other side of Chester running at me at all. Takes a snap, a deep ball thrown to Nagel. Oh, right off the hands.
That was pretty well thrown. Yeah. Now, not to say that David had a great chance. It was good coverage, but the ball was there. And so that's another good sign for the young quarterback.
So got a 4th and 8 here.
Of course, the Wolverines are going to go.
Yes.
Yes.
See if we can get a 4th down conversion. Be a big play early to get us rolling in the right direction. In the gun, Howie in the snap. Great block by Chester. Howie rolls out, cut back. Oh, it gets wrapped up and sacked for about a 5-yard loss. So turnover on downs.
Yes. Great block by tie there, but just a little too many numbers there in the backfield, and Brett was smart not to force anything there.
Yeah. So now the Garber defense will take the field again, hoping to build off the success off the first 3 and out.
I think that first possession for the defense, honestly, I don't see a whole lot different happening. Do you?
I do not. I think O-line.
We'll bring you back to Waukomis at Garber in a few minutes. Let's take it back to the Skordle Game of the Week in Fairview.
23. So he gets 10 on what was second down and short. So Fairview knocking at the red zone again at the 23-yard line with 7:45 to play here in the first half. Pistol formation. Again, it's Perez. Bounces out left. Makes a cut. He is at the 15 to the 10 out of an ankle tackle. Dragging the defender with him, and he's finally drugged down inside the 5-yard line. Webb Bullard, number 81, was the one that went for a ride and finally got him down. And Bullard also was really frustrated that it's a 1st and goal to go situation. Perez gets the handoff, stacked up, trying to make a cut in the backfield, has nowhere to go. And he falls forward for 2, so it'll bring up 2nd down and goal to go. And he got those 2 yards by himself because there was nothing in the interior of that Chisholm defense. 7:05 to play here in the first half. A tight end left is Tegan Gilchrist. Another pistol formation. Handoff goes to Perez again, and he'll walk in for the touchdown. What a night.
Fairview puts another touchdown on the board, and they are pulling away from their rival, the Chisholm Longhorns. Let's take you back to Perry, where the Cashion leads at 21-7.
Drew, you went down to the sideline. Did you kind of get a feel of what the boys are thinking, or did you hear any of the coaches giving any little pep talks going on?
I could hear some spirited pep talks from Coach Wood a little bit. I couldn't quite make out what he said. That might be a good thing, might not be. But as it gets kind of closer to halftime, I'll go down there again, see what I can't pick up on the sidelines going into the second half.
Hey, now if they go a one-play drive right here, it's going to be massive. But, you know, that's the thing is, you know, the last 2 Cashion drives have been one-play drives. The offense should be pretty rested. Let's see what Coach Shackelford draws up here.
We will bring you back to Perry in just 1 minute. Let's take you to Waukomis at Garber, 8-man game that just kicked off 0-0.
We were able to slip behind us, but we were fortunate the young man wasn't able to make the catch.
Yes. I would assume we are going to see a punt here on 4th and long. Mark Bishop had a great return on his first one. He got called back due to a penalty. Let's see if he gets another chance right here. Being pinned back, I wonder if the Wolverines will try to go get a block right here.
Well, with the success we've had against their offensive line, might be something to look at.
Ooh, bad snap. It's up in the air. Oh, almost blocked it. Low punt. It rolls past Mark. He picks it up. Let's see if he can find a hole. He gets to the 40, and there he is crossing field. He gets to the 30. We got Ty with the great block, and Mark Bishop with the Garber Wolverine touchdown.
Yes. You know, the punter really kind of outkicked his coverage again. Even 2 bad snaps in a row, and just left too much space for Mark Bishop.
Yes, he got the ball, and he had some blockers in front of him. Like I said, Ty was out in front. He crossed field, and Ty had a great block to kind of seal the deal along the sideline. So there's your first touchdown of the season for the Garber Wolverines on a punt return by Mark Bishop.
Go break after this.
So they're going for 2. Howie gets a snap. Get the Chester up the middle, and he powers through for the 2-point conversion. So the score is now 8-0 Garber with 7:28 on the clock. Okay.
And the Wolverines take an 8-0 lead over Waukomis. Let's take you back to Perry, where the Wildcats are driving about to enter pay dirt.
Game come alive a little bit. And, you know, I think what opened up the big touchdown play earlier for the pass was the fact that Nick took one up the gut running the ball, so they were kind of watching him, gave him a chance to throw it deep. And so that running game definitely helps out the passing game as you see how Coach Shackelford works his offense.
9:20 snap, gives it to Bobby. He'll work back left side. He's met in the hole. He'll fall forward for a couple more. I don't know if that's enough for the first down. Let's see if he's able to get enough yardage. It'll be 3rd down and short. Very manageable. Definitely 4-down territory here for the Cashion Wildcats and Coach Shackelford.
Yeah, and see if it doesn't set up a big play right here, like we were just talking about. You know, ran the ball with Nick a few times. Go ahead and do that play action, get those linebackers to suck in, and then maybe see like a little draw or a little, Max Brown coming across the middle or something.
You know, we did not see that. And speaking of that, we did not see any crossing routes or any drags for the Cashion Wildcats. No digs. It was kind of, I don't know if that was a Rejoice Christian deal, but it almost was exclusive. You know, double moves, flies, wheels, everything down the field, lateral or vertical type routes. It looks like Jace Evans Sr. will check in for Lagasse. Come on over, take a look at his cleat again. He's got some equipment issues going on. Maybe his pants over his knees, I don't know. 3rd and 2 from the 29, 8:45. Keep by Harmon, right side. He'll kick it outside. He's got a nice little block. That will be a hold there.
Got a flag on the play.
Harmon will go all the way in for the score if this stands, but I think we've got a holding call there on the right tackle.
You could, not one person on the Cashion side was really cheering because they were like, flag
it's
holding.
Coming back.
So, but it was almost the same kind of deal right there as it was that the Perry Maroons had earlier when their quarterback had a big run. It was just the fact that I think it was Tommy right there. I mean, he just was pretty much saving Ben because it could have been a tackle for loss, and that hold just springs that quarterback there. But good call right there. I think what will happen is we'll see that play again, and it'll be a good block, and the quarterback will go because Ben can absolutely fly when he has some room.
There was a little guard tackle pull on that situation, so you're right. It looked like it was Tommy and Preston Cotter kind of pulling out there. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11 here after the call. 8:35 here, second quarter action from the 39. We've got trips down below. Max Brown, Vandruff, and Lagasse up top all by himself is my man Manning, I believe. Snap, Harmon, screen to Lagasse, left side, getting a couple blocks, trying to make that first guy miss. He does, gets down the sideline, and quickly out of bounds. That'll be enough for an easy first down for the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, good job right there by Landon to get the ball, get outside, and get up the field. He had the speed to get around that corner and get a big play.
So a big completion brings it all the way down to the 39-yard line, 8:27, actually 24-yard line, I apologize. So 1st and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats, 8:26, 2-by-2. Nabavi looks like we'll go to the
Let's take you to Washington where Sulphur has the ball. Looks like they just threw an interception to Washington, and Washington's going to be in the pay dirt.
Sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds inside the goal, and inside the 10-yard line will bring 1st and goal for the Warriors.
I'll tell you what, TJ, I was watching that play the whole time. Lane snuck over the top. Was going to try to intercept that ball, and Holland went up and got it. Nash just went up and got it, man.
Great play by the defensive secondary. Give the Warriors the ball at the 12-yard line with 4:06.
While they're changing sides, Cashion put another touchdown on the board. Let's show you the replay of the touchdown from Ben Harmon to Landon Lagasse.
Just before you go down, just hold it.
Snap, keep, post, Lagasse with a catch, cuts back, and that'll be a touchdown. Cashion Wildcats, 24-yard pass, hook up from Ben Harmon to senior Landon Lagasse, and they
to the short side of the field. They send Cage Morris in motion. They hand it off to Cole Scott up the middle, and he takes some Bulldogs for a ride. Eventually brought down by number 40, Cole Gentry, the 6'3", 200-pound senior for the Bulldogs.
I'm not sure if they had a little mix-up on plays right there, but looks like the motion guy almost ran in. It was almost like he was off a little bit, TJ, but coaches were kind of looking around too. But, after all that, still a pretty good pickup on 1st down.
Looks like Cole Scott might have a stinger, and they bring in number 26, Braden Arthur, to replace him. Braden with a nice game last week at the backup running back position. Cantrell takes the snap, hands it off to Arthur, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, keeps his legs going, and he is eventually brought down by number 54, Billy Anderson. That's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Warriors.
Like you said, Arthur got in there quite a bit last week and had a good time. TJ, he's one of them small guys. he can take a hit, keeps his legs moving, and was able, like I said, 53 yards on 5 carries last week. It's averaged over 10 yards a carry. So he had a big week last week.
Cantrell takes the snap, rolls to the left. He's got receivers wide open. Cage Morris with the touchdown reception for the Warriors.
Got a flag down, too. Might be a late hit on the quarterback.
There is a flag on the back end of the play. We'll have to see what it is. We have holding on the Warriors on the back end.
Maybe I was wrong.
On the right side. That'll just make that passing touchdown a little bit longer, right?
Well, they had several last week too. Major. He had a big week last week, but there was a lot of penalties where a lot of his big gains on passing came back. So we'll just roll with the punches here. Still early in the game, and that's one of the few offensive penalties we've had on that, TJ. So I'm sure they'll talk about a reset and go for a big third down conversion right here.
Okay, timeout on the field there. Let's take you back to the game of the week in Fairview with Todd Miller and Adam Dieselhorst on the call.
The last line of defense for Chisholm, and he took a heaping help of punishment from Blake Perez.
Perez is a tough-nosed runner. I like watching him. It's a great compliment in this spread formation that Coach Bernard is running. I'm telling you, Fairview's could be one of those teams in Class A that's a little bit overlooked early in the season. They've got a great offensive line. They've got some good skill kids, and they've got a lot of speed, too.
I think you're right. 5 yards, second and goal to go. Ball at the 2-yard line. Again, Perez offset this time to the left of Jax Bernard. He turns, hands it off to the junior. He was hit in the backfield, dragging Biggers, who made initial contact with him. Back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down. Now, that's one of the few times tonight Chisholm has been able to get low and get penetration.
Yeah, and it's Biggers both times. That was a good play. Biggers is a good linebacker. Great penetration there. Obviously, they stunned him and kind of read the play. We were talking about Fairview a minute ago as far as this core of this team is, and we're not too far removed from them making a run to the semifinals a few years back and losing to Tonkawa, the eventual state champion that year.
Pistol formation. They're knocking to the end zone from the 2. Third down and goal to go. Under 3 minutes to play before the break. Here come the Longhorns. They hand it off. Perez sweeping right, cuts left. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Blake Perez in Fairview.
Touchdown there for the Yellow Jackets. Let's take you to the other Yellow Jackets of Kingfisher. They are in the pay dirt at Weatherford.
Between Sternberger's legs, and he just jumps on it all the way back at the 25. So this drive, so promising.
Kingfisher with the bad snap out of pay dirt. We'll quickly take you to Waukomis at Garber. Garber with the ball.
Schools to come on board when they first started out, and here we are. They've got 80 schools. They've got pay dirt. It's amazing how they keep progressing.
Just blown out. Now Harry with the snap, hand off to Ty Chester. Got a few blockers up in front. Still trucking forward. Got about a gain of 8, and they're inside the 8-yard line.
Boy, you really got to wrap him up. If you're Waukomis, obviously I don't want that to happen, but he can just continue to make positive yards with the guy hanging on him.
Yeah, it takes 1 or 2, sometimes 3 or 4 to bring him down. So Howie's back in the gun. A little toss to Chester. He cuts back upfield. And there's another example. Touchdown, Wolverines. Ty Chester with the 8-yard run.
Really good vision by Ty to see that they kind of had the edge set, and he really did a lot there on his own.
Yes, he did. Got touched, like we just mentioned. He probably got touched 2 yards into the play, and he cut upfield and made it happen to give the Garber Wolverines a 14-0 lead on Waukomis. 2-point conversion on the way. Howie, the lone guy in the backfield. There's the snap.
Hey,
little quick slant to, looks like Solomon Bishop.
Garber up 16-0 over Waukomis. While we were watching that 2-point conversion, Cashin with the interception. Landon Lagasse, 2 touchdowns already and now an interception. Let's show you the replay.
Gives the Perry Maroons possession in the Cashin side of the field. Thomas back to pass, right side, pressure's on. In pursuit is Bryce Hall. Broken up, almost picked up. It is picked off. Lagasse working to his right side off the tip, looking for some blockers, cuts it back up, and he's tackled by number 7, Dylan Hyde. So great work there. You talked about it, partner. You needed a little bit of pressure.
Yeah,
and the Cashin Wildcats were able to get that and the turnover.
They got him out running, down that sideline, and we had pressure somebody in his face that time, and he just threw it
Now
up
we
for
are
grabs
live.
pretty much.
Cashin Lynn Shackelford's offense trying to put more points on the board before halftime.
At that time, and Landon did a good job of not blocking in the back right there. I mean, the kid made a good move to come up and make a tackle, and sometimes you just kind of have to try to stand in the way as much as you can when you get on that back shoulder and not blocking the back, because blocking the back is way worse than just about a 3-yard carry. So good job by Landon out there blocking and giving him as much as he could.
Amen. So 2-by-2, Cashin Wildcats doing a lot of substitutions here, which is rightfully so. It is muggy. 2nd and 8 on the 2-yard carry there. Harmon back to pass, looking to his left, looking for that deep post for Lagasse across the middle. Dragged there, Lagasse with a catch. Eventually tackled there by number 11 in pursuit the entire way, Desmond Williams, the junior, but that'll be enough for a big first down as the Cashin Wildcats get it all the way up to about the 42-yard line.
Landon that right there, getting up a little slow. I mean, how many big plays has he had tonight? And they just keep feeding him the ball as this game goes on. A kid like Landon, he wants the ball every single time, And but as the game goes on and it's hot and muggy as it is, he's going to need a breather at some point. But man, the kid is a beast, and Ben has been delivering strikes to him all night.
Harmon looking for Lagasse. Oh, actually this time Manning on the wheel. Falls in between the safety and the corner. And that'll fall incomplete. Harmon says, "That's on me. That's on me."
Yeah, that time Ben, you can look at Ben after a pass like that, and he always is just like, hey, guys, that's me. Next time it'll be on the money. And,
yeah, definitely.
Ben, as a quarterback over the last 3 years, even whenever he was a sophomore, we saw some overthrows, but, every year he's gotten better and better, and less of those happen. And more times than not, he's going to hit big plays.
Lagasse on the bubble, on the tunnel screen, coming back underneath. We've seen that for several years, going back to Alex Nabavi and Brexton Green. And this time it's Lagasse's turn to get that one. That'll be enough for a first down into Perry Maroon territory. 5:37 here, running clock, second quarter. Cashin looking to add to this lead. Nabavi checks back in for Brown. Looks like Cooper Frazee's in as well as Evans. Tight end set here with looks like Vandruff, and then Brown aced up by himself. So a lot of young guys out there, some guys getting some minutes. Back to pass, Harmon looking right side. Looks like he's got a screen and Nabavi set up. He does. He's going to get a block. Nabavi with the catch. Comes back down the sideline. 20, 15, 10. Trying to make a move. Spin move. Stays in bounds all the way out to the 2. Had a chance. I think he was looking to do something. A little Fred Astaire there. I think some of those TikTok dances coming back. But Nabavi with a nice little screen. Great blocking. The Cashin Wildcats are in the red zone. Pay dirt.
Yes, sir. And that was a great job by Ben to be patient. Let the play that was designed come to fruition, and then Nick did a great job by just kind of sneaking out there behind those big boys, catching the ball. And you saw Camden Maroney right when he caught it, knocked that blocker right out of that tackler right out of the way, and gave him a chance to make that big play.
So 5 minutes on the clock here. Second quarter. Nabavi moves to the right. Looks like we got a timeout here. Looks like Coach Shack wasn't happy with the situation. So, again, big play there on the screenplay from Harmon to Nabavi. Went about 40 yards all the way down to the 3-yard line. Nick Nabavi was looking for
time out of the field in Cashin. Let's go back to Sulphur at Washington. Washington leads at 21-13.
You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Great Plains Land Company
Okay,
came
commercial
together.
break there as well. So let's take you to a game we haven't seen yet. Pauls Valley at Davis. Davis leads at 6-0.
So here we go. Back under center. Handoff this time goes to Eidelman. Eidelman with some room to run. Oh, if he could break that one tackle, it was there, man. Nice run that time. Picks up the first down.
Looks like Davis is having some issues with their feed, so we're going to take you back to Garber, where the Wolverines are driving on Wacomas yet again.
No, nobody knows better than us, Fletcher, how nimble that young man is, and he showed that quickness and agility there on that run.
Yes, for a guy his size to be able to move like that, it's tough in all sports to stop him. Going back to trips, motion again, fakes it. Nagel with a little screen pass, looking for room. He gets back to the line, taken down by a handful of Wacomas Chiefs.
I love that we were able to make up that distance there. That's something that Coach Hughes and the offense can really build on, that, hey, no matter how far we're pinned back, we just got to believe that something good's going to happen.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 25?
At least,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Found a way to get a first down. Looks like I've got a little Twins left actions. Solomon and Bishop in the slot, David Nagel out wide. Howery in the gun. There's a snap, drops back to pass. Ooh, rolling out to the right. He's got room to run, and he does flag on the play. He gets out of bounds, and there's a first down, but like I said, flag on the play, so we will see where that...
We're going to go back to Cashin at Perry. Wildcats in the pay dirt.
Or actually Twins up top, so empty backfield for Harmon. Is this a keeper for my man, number 12?
This time, throw it out to Mason Manning and just lost concentration there.
He's got to fall on that. He can't take any chances. Even though if he dropped it, you can feel sorry for yourself, but you got to go get that ball, because if that's ruled a backwards pass, that's free and live. So with the incompletion there, it'll bring up 3rd and 7. So what was a nice little hook up and drive off the screen from Harmon to Nick Nabavi there, about a 40-yard romp down to about the 2 or 3. Now is a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that first play, down here, 1st and goal from the 2, they tried to just punch it in with Nick, but the Maroons made a good play, and then the penalty and then the drop pass brings up 3rd down and a little bit longer.
Give to, actually, Harmon will keep it. He'll work right side. Still on his feet. Great job there by the Maroons, number 34. Again, we've called his name Wheelan Crossing, as well as number 9, do-it-all, Caden Hall, the senior, 6'1", 178. And it's 4th and 7. No field goal time here, I don't think, for Shaq. I think we'll be going for it here, 4th and 7 from the 5, or 4th and 5 from the 5.
4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 5, yeah, my apologies.
Hey, and, right here, as much success that they've had with Nick, I don't see them not trying to run it up the middle, over between the tackles and try to just punch it in right here.
So Cashin on the right hash, Nabavi to the left of Harmon. Snap, Harmon looks to his left, looking for the crossing route, the post. Out, it's there, it's touchdown! Landon Lagasse on the out, and the Cashin Wildcats with another 6 up on the board, 34-7. Cashin Wildcats touchdown.
Yeah, great job right there on the out.
Another touchdown for Landon Lagasse. I think that's his 3rd touchdown, along with an interception. Early leader for Player of the Week. Let's take you to Kingfisher at Weatherford. Weatherford currently leads this one 14-12. Listen to this, folks. Final score of this game last year, 50-49. Weatherford won it. So we might be in for a great game tonight. Let's take you to Michael Swisher and Sean Scamahorn on KingfisherSports.tv.
It's a Saturday.
Off 2-yard line. First down, Eagles.
And it looks like they're going to call a timeout, actually. Coach Roof didn't like something there.
Something was
Timeout. Weatherford.
look funky from here.
We'll keep it right here. 36 seconds to go in the half.
Timeout in the field in Weatherford. Let's take you back to Garber and Wacomas.
Howery back in the gun, and the handoff to Nate Moore again up the middle, and another positive yardage for about a gain of 4, and it looks like we will have a 3rd and short at about the 5-yard line.
All those scenarios stay into play if we're able to punch it in here around the minute mark.
We'll bring you right back to Garber. Washington Warriors in the pay dirt against the Sulphur Bulldogs.
You saw that speed. He got the ball in the backfield. TJ was able to make 1 or 2 guys miss, hit that sideline. Turned on the burners, was able to make it down to about the 2-yard line where he fumbled it out. But Warriors, 1st and goal right here.
Cantrell takes a snap, and they hand it off, and he is stopped in the backfield by number 54, Billy Anderson. I think they've used all their timeouts, Kyle. I think that's just the score clock messed up. But they have, again, plenty of time. Going to have to pass it on this down, though, with 18 seconds and counting. Cantrell takes the snap, and they hand it off. Wow. Touchdown, Warriors! 2 yards, 3.
Touchdown for the Warriors as they extend their lead. Let's take you back to Garber.
So Howie back in the gun. Looks like Ty Chester's out wide. He's in motion. Comes back behind, hand up the middle, and he's basically untouched for another touchdown. Ty Chester's second of the game, and the Garber Wolverines are now up 22.
Touchdown there for the Wolverines as they extend their lead. Let's take you to a game that we haven't seen yet. Noble at Blanchard. It looks like Noble is driving and in pay dirt.
Cornerback both were blocked out of there.
Look at us throw to the pylon here.
Luke Conley looks like he's going in motion. Looks like same play. Nope. About through an interception.
Ooh.
But
Hey, guys.
Dominic catches the ball off a deflection, runs down to about the 15-yard line, picked up a solid 5 yards.
Go ahead, Scotty.
Yeah, guys, it just went off the lineman and right into the Dominator's hands, and he scooted forward for about 4 yards.
This way he heads up, that looked like a little tight end screen that they had been working on.
Well, we got a little lucky that the defensive lineman, could have picked that off. So got a little lucky.
Empty backfield.
Colin Fisher looks to run to the left. Sees a wide open hole. They were not expecting
Get in
that.
there.
He said, "Get out of my way. It's a touchdown. Noble Bears."
Okay, so just a quarterback keep, direct snap to Colin Fisher, kind of delays just maybe a half second, and then he finds a hole, goes straight up the middle, and he busts through 2 or 3 tackles for the 6 right there. So great job, Colin Fisher. Good job on the offensive line as well.
Braden McDonald, Caden Reed, and Mason Crawford on the left-hand side opened that up, and it was wide open all the way to the end zone. Colin did happen to go through a couple of arm tackles, too, though.
That was good.
So we'll go back and look at that, but there was a couple arm tackles he just brushed right through.
Okay, now this is big here. Mason McWilliams, we need this extra point.
This is his first one, folks.
And look at this.
Hey, did he split the
Yes, he
Touchdown there for the 5A Noble Bears as they take a 7-0 lead in that game. Take you back to Perry where the Maroons are threatening to score again on Cash and Wildcats.
What he's doing and know if he's going to give that ball or not, and they're going to be able to shut him down.
Pass. God,
Oh, that's
going to
intercepted.
be an interception there. Looks like they're going to fight for it. I think Gilbert's got a chance. He's got every right for that ball. He ain't going to let go. We've got a class, Perry, they love to wrestle. Let's see if they can do this one here. Looks like they'll give it to Maroon. So nice one-on-one play there for Height. Was that Height? No, number 19. I apologize, Justin Bernard, the senior, 6'2", 185. So that'll bring up, looks like about 3rd down and about 1. So nice little completion to make it 3rd and manageable for the Maroons here. 2:24 running clock, 2nd quarter, cashing up 34-7. Cashing Wildcats TV, appreciate you guys joining us. Snap. Oh, we'll look back to pass. So look, he'll roll to his left, to his right. I apologize, he'll cut back under. He's got a chance. He breaks free, and he's going to be gone. As Cashing defense in pursuit. He pushes the peace sign up. No reason for that, as you've got scoreboard. But give credit to Caden Hall on the, what was that going to be? It's going to be an 87-yard run all the way down the right side, pulled it up. And that's been definitely the best play for the Maroons all day today.
For sure. That's definitely the kind of play that you look forward to going into the second half. You never want to go into the second half after just getting defeated on offense. So them having scored right there is really going to be a morale booster for them going into the second half.
Yeah,
long touchdown run there for the Perry Maroons. Let's take you back to Blanchard where Noble just kicked it off. Blanchard will be on offense.
That's been driving that ball into the end zone. So that is a big plus for us this year.
It doesn't have a lot of height. It looks like it's a line drive right down there
Yeah.
to the end zone. He puts a little bit of height on it. Go ahead, Scotty.
Yeah, it's no more than 10, 12 yards off the ground. It's a screamer
Just
right
a
down the middle
missile.
of the field.
It's a Tiger Woods 3-wood off the tee box is what that was.
Hey, guys, real quick, couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah,
I know we talked about that. Keys to the game, getting off to a fast start. You can't do much better than that right there.
You're right. Absolutely, Scotty.
Bryson Frazier. Oh, no, I was wrong. Number 6, Kason Cooks. He looks to throw to the outside.
Nice.
Edge.
Okay.
Touches
So,
the receiver's hands and knocks it out of bounds.
yes, sir. So Carson Cooksey moving to his left to try to find a target right on our sideline. Good job by Logan Kirby on pushing him out. So that was good coverage there. I don't know if the kid would have been in bounds anyway, but still nice to have him push him out of bounds.
Number 75 is lined up out the outside for the Blanchard Lions. Dalton Bardshear.
Okay.
Yep. Looks like it. He's the captain.
I tell you what, Matt, one of the kids that we've seen for years and years is number 3, Jackson Laminack. This kid has just been, it's his brother. No, that is him. Jackson Laminack, number 3. The kid has been playing against Noble for the last 8 years now, and he's just been kind of a nightmare to stop. So looks like we have a timeout maybe called on Blanchard. So here we go.
We'll be right back here at NobleBears.tv.
Timeout on the field in Blanchard. The only other game that's on right now, Cashin at Perry. We'll take you there.
Nathan Nabavi out there along with Nick Nabavi on that second line with Jake Branson deep as Cooper Frazee, Lagasse, and Max Brown. So Gilbert having a chance to catch a breath. Up front, we've got Caleb Duran. We've got number 77, Jaden Miller. Tanner Dean right up the middle, number 50, Hunter Gibson. Big shout out to Gibby. And Jace Evans, do-it-all, number 21 senior, out on that front line right side deep. So out to kick is number 44, Matthew Larkin, freshman, 6'2", 144. 2 minutes left here. High onside. Looks like Nathan Ababi will have a chance to catch. He'll take a knee wisely as Coach Shaq and the group come out there, and let's see if he gets yelled at anyway. No, he doesn't, so I guess he did the right thing there as he made the catch. So nice job by the sophomore, Nathan Ababi, number 1. As he would say, the more talented Nabavi. There's not a lot of lack of confidence at our house, I'll tell you that much.
I know who the most talented Nabavi is.
Yeah,
Kate probably.
She's in 6th grade.
Kate
that's
probably.
right.
In 6th grade, that's right.
Hopefully Alex isn't listening.
Yeah, he is. We know he is.
Noble at Blanchard, back from commercial. The Blanchard Lions 4A taking on the 5A Noble Bears. Blanchard on offense.
Tough break.
Brandon Harper, number 1 for the Noble Bears on
absolutely
defense there. He was about maybe 3 or 4 yards off of him. Looks like he could have made the tackle. He's trying to make a play on that.
Okay, here we go. Another 3rd down and 10. Another big play for the Noble Bear defense right here. Let's just pin our ears back and go get him.
Cooksey looks to the left, finds somebody wide open, right across the middle, hits him. Reception by number 23, Grayson Carter.
Yeah, just
freshman, 5'8", caught one right over the middle on us.
You know, he had a nice pocket there for Cooksey to throw in. And he stepped in, made a nice throw right over the middle there to Carter, and he found that opening. So nice first down for the Lions. You know, their offense looks similar to us. He's kind of evolved to what kind of spread it out, throw the ball everywhere. So just a jet sweep here.
Jet sweep. That's Lincoln Smith with the ball. Looks to make a move.
Good
Picks
job.
up about 4 yards. He's down at about the 40-yard line.
Outstanding play by Trevor Wardrop. He did not let him get that outside edge there, and he turned him back into our defense. So it could have been a big game, but he only got about 4 or 5. So good play by Trevor Wardrop.
They both have a lot of speed, so it'll be a good matchup between those two
Yes,
all night.
absolutely. So we have to get a push from the guys up front, and then let our backers go make plays, and let Brandon and Wardrop and Logan Kirby and Villanueva get after it as well.
Cooksey looks to change the play at the line of scrimmage. Sends his running back to his left. Looks to hand off to him. Finds a little hole on the outside. Good block on the outside. Noble Bears wrap him up, take him down. He was around the shoulder pads. Looks like there's a yellow flag on the play. Official stop.
Yep, they're going to call that every time, Matt. Anytime you see just kind of a vicious, there really wasn't much to it, just kind of pulled him on the backside, they're going to call that horse collar every time, man. It's just they should pick it up because it was a great play by Brandon, but they're not going to.
Again, the official that's on the call tonight is our white hat.
Yep.
And Mr. Toon, I believe is the name.
Yep.
Mike Toon.
Mike Toon. So again, it's safety is the main thing. I understand that, but you know that wasn't like he was running and pulling from behind. He just kind of went at him at a side angle there. So, but hey, just gotta move forward here.
That'd bring up their second first down that Blanchard's had for the evening.
You know, I think with the heat leading up to this game, the conditioning is obviously going to be a big factor. Hydration, so we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on that on both sides here.
7:32 left in the first quarter. Noble Bears up 7-0 over the Blanchard Lions. Cooksey looks to bring Smith in motion. Ends up handing it off to his running back up the middle.
That's played Caden Dominy. So once again, number 7, Caden Dominy, stays home and was able to bring him down. I think the kid cut back into Caden there. and he was able to wrap him up for a short gain.
Say hello to the Dominator.
Well, I tell you, watch number 25, Tavian Givens. He is getting a pretty good jump off the ball here. You're going to have to watch the snap count, though, because he's getting a little antsy here, but he is making a good push up front, kind of creating a little bit of havoc out in the backfield.
5'11", 225, Tavian Givens has got some speed to him as well. So
absolutely. You got to watch the ball here. Watch the ball, fellas.
So Cooksey looks to his outside. Good move on the outside by Lincoln Smith.
Great move.
He's wrapped up. Maybe enough for a Blanchard Lion first down.
Well,
It's going to be about a yard short, guys.
That's tough, like just a swing pass out to Lincoln Smith. You know, Trevor Wardrop read that ball really well, but he just kind of over-pursued it a little bit. So, but hey, that's you like the effort that he has.
Yeah, give credit to Lincoln Smith. That was a great move.
Absolutely,
on the outside.
great move. And that, like I said, that kid, he had a huge game last year against Tuttle when we were over here last time. Oh, that's 2-minute motion.
Definitely, you can't do that. Nowhere's.
Yeah, just kind of a busted play. There we go. That'll a 3-yard loss. Kind of had a mix-up in the backfield.
Luke Conley was there waiting on him, guys.
Yes, he was.
I bet the Bear fans are letting the official have it on that one, knowing that there's 2 people moving in the backfield at the same time during the snap. That can't happen.
Yeah, good call, Scotty. Luke just got back there. He's so quick, and he's able to have a spin move in there. And he's kind of learned a swim move as well, and he was able to wrap him up.
Yeah, this brings up 4th down, and
yeah,
it looks
big
like
time.
about 4 yards, maybe a deep 3 to go. And it looks like the Blanchard Lions are going to go for it.
Watch the snap, guys.
Yeah,
watch the snap.
Watch the snap, or maybe a quick pooch punt here.
You got 9 seconds on the play clock.
They're going to.
Looks like there's 5 minutes, 18 seconds. Looks like they're going to hand it off to the outside. Lincoln Smith with the ball. Looks like he got enough for the first down. Took a little bit of punishment at the end. Noble Bears take him down, but it was enough.
Just again, jet sweep with Lincoln Smith once again. I tell you what, a tremendous job.
Blanchard driving will bring you right back to that game. Let's take you quickly to Garber and Wacomas. Wacomas down 24-0 with the ball.
If you want to do a commercial, what level you want to support, from anywhere from, I believe, $25 all the way up to $1,000. Appreciate all of our supporters impacting our kids financially and our athletic program overall. Thank you so much.
Dallas is in the step back so low, spread formation. There's the snap. Got a big rush. And Todd lines him up, and there's a fumble on the play. Number 57, I believe that is Weidling. Jackson Weidling with the fumble recovery and a turnover on downs.
Oh, big pressure by Ty Chester. Dislodged the ball from the quarterback, and Jackson Weidling was one step away from pay dirt.
Yes, there was about 4 people in the backfield right there. It's almost poison on which one you wanted to get hit by, and Ty was glad to kind of clean that up on the step. He definitely did. So a turnover on downs. Garber is now deep in Wacomas territory, about the 23-yard line. Brett Howery is in the gun. Got Ty as the tailback right behind him. There's a snap. Looking for Skubanek downfield. And the catch. What a pass by Howery, and Skubanek with a touchdown for the Garber Wolverines.
What a nice pass by the freshman Brett Howery.
Another touchdown for the Garber Wolverines. Quick programming note, Fairview and Chisholm are in a lightning delay in Fairview. Let's take you back to Noble Bears at Blanchard Lions. Blanchard on offense.
Gets a great snap. Looks to the right. See somebody wide open. Number 3.
Yep.
Jackson Laminack.
There he is.
There you go.
I'm telling you, that kid has just been a monster. I mean, he's not the biggest kid, but he's quick. He has some good hands, and he's been a problem for the last 8 years. Anytime we play Blanchard, he's a kid that we have to, obviously watch for.
This is a long, methodical drive.
Yeah, sure is.
And it started all the way down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it sure did. And, the penalty on Brandon, that kind of, again, it's been a nice drive for Blanchard. But
the penalty and the 4th down. Go ahead, Scotty.
It's taking about 5 minutes off the clock as well, guys, and that Noble offense is just sitting over here.
There you go. Nice tackle right there. Good job.
Up the middle. It was 1st and goal from the 9.5-yard line. Looks like the ball's down at about the 6-yard line right now.
Once again, Luke Conley has been active on this drive. That is his 3rd or 4th tackle. Colton Hester also in there to clean him up, number 43. So, again, as we always talk about, Matt, so bend, don't break right here. Just keep him out of the end zone. And you got to see up top with Logan Kirby, they're going to try a little fade at some point. I think they're setting up that little fade route to that back pylon.
Cooksey looks
Trying to take advantage of the size difference.
Yes,
on
exactly.
Kirby, guys.
That's right.
Looks to run to the right. He's got an open hole, and it's taken down for a loss.
There we go.
Of about 2 yards.
Absolutely. Mason Crawford, number 54, was not fooled at all. He stayed home and was able to rip him down and for no gain. So outstanding job by Mason Crawford.
As the clock keeps on ticking, it's 2 minutes and 29 seconds left. I was here during the Tuttle Blanchard
Third and goal
game.
from the 9, guys. Third and goal.
Okay, thank you, Scotty.
I was here for the Tuttle Blanchard game, and that was just methodical. It
Oh,
was
man.
back and forth, but
Back
it was
and
only
forth.
7-0 ball game. One of the
I
best
know it.
7-0 ball games
Man.
I've ever seen.
There were some big plays in that game and some big defensive stops as well. So maybe we can have one right here. The clock's at 5 seconds.
Maybe a quick slant or fade in, down here in the corner, guys.
Oh, we got a
Flag
a
on
false
the
start,
play.
maybe. There we go.
Yep.
They'll move it back 5. That'll work.
All right, and it stopped the clock.
Good.
2 minutes. Stopped it. They bring them back. That'll be third and about
It's
14.
Yeah, there
14.
you go. Yeah, Scotty, I agree with you. They're going to try to take advantage of the height mismatch. Number 32 for Blanchard is the Ben Farrell kid. He's matched up on
Is he a
Logan
senior
Kirby.
guy, Shane?
He is a senior, yes, 6'3", 175. And, yeah, Kirby needs to back off a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you have the 15 yards here of coverage or of a gap here you can
Well,
have.
and your safeties are rolled up, guys, so a slant.
Here we go.
Cooksey looks
There's
to step
23.
back. He's about at the 25-yard line. Looks to throw to the outside. Looks he's got number.
Here it comes again. Golly.
Second tackle.
Oh. Now that one was more of a horse collar than
It
the first one.
definitely was.
Absolutely. That's I mean, there you go. So as again, the keys to the game, you can't give it away. You can't have a third down stop and then allow them to extend that drive with a penalty. You have to love the effort by Brandon Harper, but he's got to learn from those mistakes and just keep his hands off the back side of the pads there.
Yeah, you essentially handed them four more plays, guys.
Yep, exactly.
To punch it in from the 4-yard line.
Absolutely. So, but it's okay. Two-way player, Brandon Harper, he'll figure that out, and just you got to stay after it. But just go low, man. Go for the legs. So they're gonna. What we've got going here? Something. Yeah, horse collar. Okay, they're just calling it now.
That'll bring it half the distance to the goal. That's going to bring it down to about the 1.5-yard line, I believe, is what.
Yeah, maybe
where they're going to mark it.
I think it's right on the 2, right?
2-yard
Yeah,
line.
2,
Okay.
yeah.
So they tackled him at the 4 then. Okay. An
Yep,
automatic
yep,
first down.
absolutely.
That was a nice catch by Jackson Laminack on the outside edge.
The side of their unis is confused. It looks like an 11 on the side.
I know, and that's why I called 11. And when we first started at quarterback, I said, "Oh, that's 11." And then you changed me and told me it was 6. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I can see it now." But every single one of them looks like it's 11.
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
it's just the stripes.
Yeah,
just
stripes.
the
Yeah.
coming down.
And I tell you, the Lions front, the offensive line has done a tremendous job of giving Cooksey some time to throw the ball. It hasn't had much pressure yet, so we are going to have to get a push in there to allow him to flush him out and make him make a poor decision.
Brings Lincoln Smith in motion. Looks to hand off to the middle. He does. There's a push in the middle.
Okay.
The Bears win that push. It stops at
About
about
the 1.5-yard line,
1.5
guys.
yard line. So he gained about a half yard there on that play.
Okay.
Clock
And
keeps ticking. 1:30 left in the first
that
quarter.
was 24 was on that carry. Zach Garrett, junior for the Lions. So
Yep. Zach Garrett. He's a junior, 5'7". He's pushing 135 there, running up the middle.
Yep. So again, just tough yards, and you have to give credit to Blanchard here on this drive. Been helped out by a couple of penalties, but it's still been, like you had mentioned, pretty methodical just coming down the field here. I mean, I can't imagine anything else other than just a give here to number 20. That would be Hayden Bowles. Oh, we got a false start. That'll help.
That'll
Let's move it
help,
back.
and he'll stop the clock with 56
It's going to be 4th
seconds
and
left.
6, guys.
Is that a false start?
Yep.
Oh, very nice. Yes. Oh, delay a game, they called.
Delay game.
Yep, delay a game.
They're
So
trying to run that clock down. They know. I think that's just the game planning of coaching. One is wanting to take that clock away. The other one wants to score really fast
Yes.
to get points on the board. And
Yep.
yeah, two coaching differences.
okay, well, here we go. Oh, now they're going to kick this.
This brings
Fourth
up fourth.
down and 6. I thought it was first down, guys. What? So they're
Yeah, 4th and 6, guys.
okay. I was all lost there. Twilight Zone. Oh, good effort right there, but he
Very
got it
good
through.
effort.
Great effort by Luke Conley. Almost got that, so nice kick there by number 9.
Anthony Trong.
Yes.
Kicker, senior, 5'9", 130.
Okay.
He'll be kicking the ball off. The score is 7-3. There's 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And
tell you what, Matt, real quick, that was, we
Andy Campbell back here in the Skordle studio. Thank you to Orthodontics exclusively for letting us use their office space for our studio for Pay Dirt this fall. A lot of great games. Most of them are in halftime right now. We have Fairview and Chisholm in a lightning delay. Garber and Wacomas. Garber up big in that game. Hennessy 14-0, currently down to Hinton. Kingfisher Weatherford is a great game. I think it's 14-12. That game currently at halftime. We are having some feed issues with Paul's Dally at Davis. We're going to try to get those figured out so we can show you some of that game in Davis. Davis currently leads it 12-0 at half. And we also have Sulphur at Washington. Washington leads it by 2 touchdowns. They are getting ready to come out of halftime. So we'll keep you updated on the lightning delays and the other games that are around the state. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Pay Dirt. Let's take you back right now to Noble at Blanchard, one of the only games that's on as we speak.
For the Blanchard Lions, Anthony Trong. Again, kicker, senior, 5'9", 130. Looks like he's looking to the right-hand side. We've got it fielded by Lucas Conley. Oh, the ball falls off the tee.
I think that
Was that wind?
Yeah, I believe so. The wind blew it off. Probably going to have a kid hold that.
Is it windy, Scott, out there?
Yeah, it's about 10 miles per hour, guys. 10, 12.
Okay, let's go, Brandon.
He kicks
go
it
get
deep,
that.
too.
Oh,
All
here
the
we
way
go.
back here to Trevor Wardrop.
Okay, get it the
Trevor
block.
Wardrop looks to run to the right. He's got a hole on the outside.
Hold on to that
Busts it
ball.
right through the middle.
Good
He's
job.
at the 40-yard line.
Good
Great
return right there, absolutely. So, again, just kind of he caught that about the 25, went to his right, found a little wall, and then a seam right up the middle, and he gives us great field position. We're going to have probably 2
We'll bring you
plays.
back to Blanchard in just 1 minute. Let's take you to Garber with Wacomas driving on the Wolverines.
He gets down low. Snap. Looks like we're going to throw right here. Looking deep. Uh-oh. Got one deep that is open. The stuck behind the play. And number 13 with the catch for the first Wacomas touchdown by Keno Richards.
They line up in a run formation. And I think that got our defensive backfield looking back there once again. It's the second time that's happened. This time even more wide open, and that's just something that comes with experience over time. You just gotta have that balance. There.
Yes, and with the new quarterback, I believe that's the first ball he's thrown. So being in the secondary, I could see with how he was scrambling and running quite a bit how you could get drawn in. So Wacomas with their first touchdown. They're lining up for their 2-point conversion. He gets low under center again. Another pass in the play. Rolls back out left. Makes a nice move. He's scrambling, trying to get to the end zone. And it looks like he does. Number 7, Dominique Doversim with the 2-point conversion. And it is now 30-8 in the Wolverines' favor.
Touchdown there for Wacomas, and they get the 2-point conversion, still trailing 30-8. Let's take you to Hinton at Hennessy. Hennessy in the blue with the ball. They are currently down 14-0 to the Hinton Comets.
Confusion on the routes causes the incomplete pass. It's going to be Comet opportunity for a punt. Comets get the ball back here on offense.
And it's the 1-1 show here. Is that number 1 for the Eagles back to punt, and number 1 Levi Taylor back to receive the punt. Snap. It's clean. Hanger. Better punt this time. It's going to take an Eagle bounce and roll, and it's down at about the 28-yard line. That's where the Comets begin their next possession on offense.
Back. 2 more words. You're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw...
Okay, Hinton and Hennessy at commercial. We'll take you back to Blanchard. Noble Bears with the ball.
It's the first turnover of the day, and it looks like Blanchard's just jumping up, happy that they got the ball.
Again, it's something that just can't happen right here. So, we get the 3 for the field goal, we get the ball back, and we just can't have turnovers there. So I don't know if it hit his leg or what happened, but the ball has got to get to the quarterback there. And
it never left the 40-yard line.
No, it just stayed right there. So But again, Mason Crawford has done a great job tonight. Just sometimes those things happen, so we'll get that cleaned up.
You know, they took that ball and they had it for so long,
Yeah.
6 minutes, you know, or plus
Yeah,
on the
absolutely.
field. Then our offense is sitting on the sideline waiting, and the first time they get a snap off, and it sits on the ground, same place. Number 6,
Here
Cooksey,
comes.
looks on the right side, looks to hand off up the middle, makes a nice handoff up the middle, and a nice move from the running back, number 24,
Yep.
for the Blanchard Lions, Zach Garrett.
Looks like number 6, Devin Knight, comes in there and pulls him down, keeps him from getting that first down. So nice plays, Devin Knight. He's the linebacker for the Bears. Yeah, Matt, it's just so we have to eliminate those. We
Okay, let's take you quickly to Wacomas at Garber. Garber with the football.
Garber's favor for a quarter and a half, so kind of their first little taste of, I guess, a bounce back adversity moment during week 1. So let's see what we can do.
Looks like Solomon's back in there at the slot. It seems like he's been out for a while.
Yeah, it does seem that way. He caught that, I believe, is the 2-point conversion, and he was out for a little bit. Mark came in for a little bit. Let's see if we can get a touch. Looks like we're giving David Nagel a touch right here as he cuts back upfield. Oh, barely gets taken down by number 3. Was that number 3, Woodruff, back in the game? Yes, it was. So it's good to see that he's okay. Positive yards there for David Nagel and the Wolverines. It's about 2nd and 7. We're in the gun.
Tie here.
No one is on David, but doing a little option. Pitches out to Ty with a cutback. Another cutback, and there he goes. Breaks it downfield on 2 cutbacks. No flag behind the play. A lot of Chiefs down, but Ty Chester with a long 60-yard touchdown for the Wolverines, and that's how you bounce back.
3 Chiefs were laying on the turf and not liking how they were feeling. And a 4th barely made it past midfield, Coach. That's when, as a basketball coach, you call timeout.
Another touchdown there for Garber. Kingfisher at Weatherford is back from the break. Kingfisher looks like they have the ball down 12-14 and driving.
Yeah, they're going to measure it.
They're not measuring it. They moved the chains.
Yeah, there we go. That was a long way to get to an F&M Bank. First down for the Jackets. First down run by Alan Munoz. Talked to Stuart Purinton at halftime. He felt pretty good about where the team was. Like he said, you know, all the little things they didn't do right that they did do correctly last week, and only down by 2. Get those corrected, and likes their chances here in the second half.
Tight end set, drop back pass.
Sternberger has his man, complete for about 2 yards.
Pass complete, number 12, Alan Munoz. On the tackle, number 45. Lucas
Sometimes
Maxwell.
those passes are a lot of work for just 2 yards.
Yeah.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
We got Cooper in this time.
Second down and 8. Well, Sternberger kept that
kept
one.
It on the ground.
He
read. I don't know what he was reading, but
yeah,
he made the right decision.
He made it at the very, very last second, pulled it away from Cooper, and he got all the way up to the 45-yard line, where it's going to be a, well, now they say the 44, where it's going to be a Stevenson Insurance Center 3rd down and 4. 9:40 to go third. First possession for either team of this second half. Kickoff next week is at 7 p.m. Jeff Myers told me that before the game tonight. It's originally scheduled for 7:30, but Kingfisher at Chisholm, 7 p.m.
Cooper on the ground.
And not enough, it looks like. So it's going to be 4th down and 1.
Number 20, Hayes Cooper on the carry. On the tackle, number 7, Ryan Shields.
It'll be
Fisher
about
appears to be going to keep it on the ground.
a yard shy. 4th down and 1.
We're going to punt.
4th down and 1. And confirmation will be number 12, Alan Munoz. Deep for the Eagles, number 18, Brett Bozart.
Munoz gets the snap, gets the kickoff.
Weatherford brings the house.
And Bozarth, he's dangerous once he does get the ball in his hands. Gets across the 40 to the 41.
Bozart on the return. On the tackle, number
Timeout on the field there after the Kingfisher punt. Let's take you back to Washington, where the Sulphur Bulldogs have the ball trailing 27-13.
And stuff everything up the middle. So we'll see if they continue to go up the middle or if they try to stretch this thing out a little bit.
That's a good call, Kyle. Both their long runs have been on zone keepers by the quarterback to the outside. Mobley takes a snap, and he hands it off to number 4, Braden Standifer, and he is able to get to the outside on the left side. Gain about 15 yards, gives the Bulldogs a first down. Number 22, Reese Stevens, there for the Warriors to stop Standifer. Again, stretch play to the left, enabled the running back to get to the outside like you were mentioning, Kyle. Diamond formation by the Bulldogs. They hand it off to Gentry. Now he's running to the right. He is drugged down by Hayden Milner of the Warriors. No gain on the play.
I like that right there, defensive end. That used to be my position. I like that. You know, try to get the edge, and that defensive end comes upfield, stretches out a little bit, and makes a big play. Let your other defenders close in, and you got to like that in the defensive end.
Second down and 10 with 10.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Mobley gets the play from the coaches on the sideline and takes it to the huddle. They're going 3 receivers to the left, including big number 84 tight end Brandon Lloyd. They run a little counter play to the running back, and he is stuffed. Number 53 for the Warriors, Caleb Bruce there. Caleb Bruce making his first.
Good defense here by the Warriors. We're going to take you back to Weatherford. Looks like the Eagles are driving on Kingfisher to try to extend their lead.
Sternberger comes crashing in too and makes the tackle.
Kingfisher switching in 3 new linemen.
Okay, 7 on the play. Second down, 3.
Second and 3 now. 7:27 to go. Clock running. Third quarter.
Toss sweep again.
That time.
Nothing going. Good job. Nice pursuit.
Yeah, Jackets were back there. That toss went to
33.
Hanson, Nicholas Hanson.
Hanson on the carry.
Sets up third down.
22. Jake Reagan on number 12, Alan Munoz.
Got Reagan, Shellstrom, and Omar Ramos.
Omar Ramos.
Your 3 down lineman.
Third down, 6.
6 seconds on the play clock. Kingfisher showing blitz.
Yeah. Went right at the blitz. Very effective.
Well, this is how Weatherford moved the ball all the way down the field in the second quarter, and then kind of got away with it, or got away from it.
Another first down for Weatherford. The ball's now marked at the 30. 6:17.
Good job by Snodgrass there.
That time it
And
really
I
was
believe
Snodgrass.
That was. And Cooper.
Number 20, Dave Cooper. Gain of 1 on the play. Second down.
Keep in mind, Weatherford without Sam Hoffman, senior running back, led the team in rushing a year ago. Had his knee scoped, so he's going to miss about the first month of the season.
Pretty tight formation here. Everybody is in close. Johnson the give. Plenty of running room.
Again, unfortunately for Kingfisher, Sternberger's the first one making contact.
I don't like to see that.
Number 12, Alan Munoz.
And I'm sure I'm not the only one. But Sternberger's not shying away from it.
He is not. I noticed that last week too. He was not afraid of contact. unlike both of his brothers.
CJ.
Okay, we're back here in the Orthodontics exclusively studio. A couple of quick programming notes. Fairview should be back on the field with Chisholm here in about 5 minutes. After that lightning delay, we're having some video feed issues with Pauls Valley and Davis. We're trying to get those sorted out so we can show you some of that game. We also have close games, Kingfisher and Weatherford, Sulphur and Washington. Also, Hinton has just scored to go up 21-0 on Hennessy. A couple of things that we need to mention. If you want to see your team on Skordle Pay Dirt next week or at any time in the future, give Skordle boss man a call, Adam Dieselhorst. His email address is adam@skordle.com. Also, we would love to hear from you tonight. Feel free to tweet us and use the hashtag Skordle Pay Dirt. We'd love to know where you're watching from and what you think of the show. Let's get you back to the action. Let's go to Weatherford, where the Eagles are driving on Kingfisher to extend their lead.
Not always pretty, but effective.
But effective. And who did we play the week after Clinton that kept it on the ground the whole game? That was very effective.
Johnson met by Evans. Evans doesn't let
not
go.
Gonna let go of him.
Ramos also comes in.
On the tackle, number 5.
Sets up second and about 15.
25, Marcus Lemon.
Same formation. Now he's going to drop back pass. Got a guy on the out route. Is that
Bozarth.
Bozarth?
That's intended for number 18. Brett Bozarth falls in complete.
Just overthrew him by about 2 fingertips. 3rd and 15 now. So a chance for the Jackets to make a stop.
On the play was number 1, Jack Sternberger.
Lure you in with the run and try to hit you on the quick slash down the field. And like you said, just barely overthrew him. You all right there? That cheese dip started to get to you, isn't it? Now we go single back. Twins left.
Going to go back to
Roll
the
out.
air. And threw it at the toes of the big man, C.J. Nixon. So it's 4th and 15. And that was, we saw with Kingfisher earlier. Drive. Got down to the 8. Then you know, a mistake, a penalty, and that kills your momentum. That's exactly what happened to Weatherford here. They run. They get that 5-yard penalty, and it puts them behind the chains. And then they had a negative play. And all of a sudden they've got 4th and 15 now. Jackets still got to make a stop here.
But Weatherford still has their run personnel in.
4th and long.
Drop back pass, looking for the end zone.
Going for the big man up high. He dives and tries to make the catch, but it goes out of bounds.
That's intended for number 88, C.J. Hickson.
Turnover on downs.
That was Sternberger down there in coverage. Bartman also down there. But it is a turnover on down. So Pioneer Eye Video defensive stand. And that's a big stand for the Jackets again. Weatherford ate a good 5 minutes off the clock there. They were driving, but the Jackets stiffened up, got the job done, and it's the Jackets' ball again. Kingfisher at its own 23, now 3:22 to go in the third. Still trailing 14-12, trailed 14-0 just minutes into this one. Then quickly got 12 back, and then it's just been a back and forth defensive struggle ever since. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Sternberger fakes the handoff, quick pass out to the outside. It's complete.
To Evans.
Not a whole lot out there, but it does.
Maybe 3 yards.
On the stop, number 45, Lucas Nystrom.
Gave him a little bit more than that. Nope.
And 3 on the play, 2nd down, 7.
Little out route with motion across. I believe that's Cooper still in the backfield.
It is. Cooper steps up next to Sternberger. Harrison Evans in motion.
This time tried to dump it underneath the Snodgrass.
Pass intended for number 4, Slade Snodgrass, broken up by the Eagles, number 7, Ryan Shields.
I think we're seeing Borelli saying, hey, guys, I need a breather. He's going to get it.
Third down.
Kovalt comes in. Evans thought Kovalt was coming in for him. He's not. Going to get Borelli a breather.
Hey, I like, speaking of breathers.
Down to 11 on the play clock. Stevenson, Insurance Center, third down for the Jackets. Third and let's say 6. I'll say 7, actually. Weatherford shows blitz. Got a flag. Sternberger steps, throws, has a man. It's complete for a first down. Will it stand? We'll find out. F&M Bank first down play for the Jackets. Maybe Weatherford jumped off sides.
Number 4, Slade Snodgrass. We do have a flag on the play.
Yep, I think it's going to be against Weatherford and declined by the Jackets. Snodgrass on the reception.
Moving us back.
Well, oh, illegal shift.
Illegal shift.
I don't know if they were saying decline. Joke's on me again. Dumb. So let's take away that first down, and it's going to back Kingfisher up 5 yards. It's going to be Stevenson Insurance Center, third down and 12. Cooper and Sternberger in the backfield.
Evans drawback. Sternberger looking downfield. He doesn't have anybody.
Trying to send somebody. He lets it fly.
Interception.
Yeah, it's going to be picked off. That's his first of the year. It's about like a punt, but you don't want to let him return it. And it is Bozarth. Eventually brought down
by the Eagles, number 18,
at the 35. Again, that was just about like a punt, but you just didn't want to give up the long return there.
Yeah.
So the Eagles have it at the 34. Kingfisher 34-yard line, 1:57 to go, third quarter. Kingfisher's second turnover of the game. Weatherford turned the first one into a touchdown. Can the Eagles do it again?
Kingfisher late getting on the field.
Johnson, not much. Maybe a loss.
On the carry, number 21, Malachi Johnson.
Kennedy, Munoz, Evans, all
We're going to
coming.
take you to Sulphur at Washington. Sulphur, the Bulldogs, down 34-13, but they are driving on Washington.
To between the tackles, was able to bounce that outside and pick up about 5 or 6 yards for a big first down right there on fourth down for the Bulldogs. Bring up a big first down, but Warriors.
Just kidding. We're going to take you to Perry. Cash and the Wildcats up 34-14 with the ball.
First
Maybe
and 10 for the
technical
Wildcats.
difficult.
From the 30, 9:55 here. Harmon in a shotgun. Nababi to the left of him. 3 sets down below. Ace up top. Snap looking to his right. Harmon waiting for the deep post. Looks like the intended receiver was Manning. Not sure of the situation. Manning was bracketed. That falls to the ground, and that'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, right there. I mean, Mason Manning was kind of going across there and had double coverage and just couldn't really pull away. So Ben, I think, pretty much just kind of laid it out there where if he might be able to make a play, but on the safe side and just let it land on the ground.
So second and 10, 9:49 from the 30. Cash and Wildcats looking to, after the 3 and out, looking to score here. Extend that lead out to 4 scores. Snap, Harmon looking down the middle, going deep. Post out to Legas with a catch, spin move, down the sideline to the 40. 30 crosses back to midfield.
That'll be a
That'll
touchdown,
be a touchdown. Landon Legas to the house, 70 yards, catch, and Wildcats put another 6 on the board.
Yeah, Landon just gets the ball in space, turns around, and just turns on the jets to the end zone.
And the kid is just insanely fast.
Yeah, and the thing about Landon right there, you saw it. You know, there was kids in position to and had angles. But Landon's so good and fast enough.
Ben Harmon and Landon Lagasse having themselves a night for the Cashion offense. The game of the week, Chisholm at Fairview is back from lightning delay. Let's check in with Todd Miller and Adam Dieselhorst.
Longhorns will have it with 10:34 to go here in the third to get the clock rolling at all times. A 40-yard catch and run, and then the turnover. So it is 29-0 Yellow Jackets, and here comes Chisholm with their quarterback Bryce Patton, 6'1", 160, and a senior. So we talked about in the first half, Chisholm had trouble with the snap from center, so they've gone under center all night long. Patton sends a man in motion. Now tosses right. That is Rosaw. Hit once. Won't get free of a second defender. Tegan Gilchrist comes up and pushes him backwards. And the loss will result in 3 back to the 21-yard line. Sawyer Hutchison was in there as well. So a loss of 3 back to the 21. Chisholm with negative yardage offensively here through 2 periods and 2.5 minutes of the third period. Yellow Jackets leading 29-0. They have a defensive score, a safety. They have a 95-yard punt return from Burgess. They have 2 touchdown runs from their tailback Perez and a touchdown pass from Jack Bernard. Out of the gun. This time he's got more pressure. He sinks it over the middle. The ball is caught. Bullard with a first down of the 40, and he's across the 45 and out to the 47, 48-yard line. We wondered if Lyle Welsh would go out of the gun. They do, and that time Patton had much more time to survey the field, and he hit Bullard over the middle on the slant. So the game
We'll
goes
bring you
to
back
the
to Fairview
48.
in just 1 minute. First, I have to say hello to my kids, Kinley and Caden. But let's take you to Noble at Blanchard. Noble driving in the pay dirt.
Halftime here.
That's what you want, though. You want that first down to pick up positive yardage, 5 yards plus.
Dominique's wide open.
Golly. I mean, that.
Another late hit, guys, right here, 32 on Braden McDonald.
Get back.
Just sloppy.
Yep, just
sloppy on both sides.
late hit on Braden McDonald, you're saying?
Yep, 32, late hit on Braden McDonald.
What was it? Okay, very good. So maybe. Yeah, so, but there again, the play worked out. I did see Dominique kind of got behind the backers there. But again, the crossing pattern by Tavian Givens, the ball's got to be caught right in the hands. And
let's take you quickly to Weatherford. They have the ball on the 24-yard line for Kingfisher, trying to extend their 14-12 lead.
Now they take 88 out of the ball game. Motion across by
Now Johnson. And he breaks that tackle, and that's going to be enough to spring him for a Weatherford Eagle touchdown, 29 yards, Malachi Johnson.
Touchdown there for the Eagles as they go up 20-12 with the extra point pending. Let's take you to Noble at Blanchard.
Hey, man, just make some good decisions. There we go. Get up there, Tavian. Attaboy.
Tavian Givens looks to the right. He's at the 10. He's at the 8. He's all the way down at the 6-yard line.
Love the play call, guys.
There we go.
This is a good blocking over on the right-hand side. Give it up to number 73 that was out there, Nick Lohman, with a great block on the outside.
Yeah, great job, Nick Lohman. And like I said, just kind of a veer for Tavian Givens. And he found that little hole there, and he was able to pick up about 9. So a tremendous first down play there for the Bears.
Yeah.
We put the power over on the right with Caden Dominique
Absolutely.
and also Luke Conley out there as well.
And Shane, Matt, that's the first time all night that Tavian's been lined up about 8 yards deep.
Okay.
Behind Collins.
I see him right now, and he's lined up there. Brandon Harper goes in motion. Looks to the left. He's wide open on the outside.
Oh,
looks like a
touchdown.
touchdown. Trevor Wardrop in the end zone.
No flags, right? No flags. Okay. Boom. There we go.
Hands up in the air. That's a touchdown.
That's it right there. Very good. Okay, good job. So, again, a nice play-action fake here. We have Brandon Harper coming in motion. We fake to Givens, fake to Harper. Colin rolls to his left, and he finds Trevor Wardrop in the end zone for a nice pitch and catch for the 6. So, a tremendous drive and great job on the line as well, giving Colin some time to throw that thing.
Mason McWilliams to kick. Colin Fisher to hold. Mason McWilliams.
Got it. Attaboy.
Nice stroke.
There we go.
Ball's up, and it is good.
Okay,
between
very
the
good.
uprights. And we'll be right back here at NobleBears.tv.
Touchdown there for Noble as they lead it 14-3 over Blanchard. We're going to take you back to Fairview to the Skordle game of the week.
9-0, and we are going with a rolling clock. Pistol formation, tied in right. Now they'll turn and they give it to the workhorse. That's Blake Perez over the right side, and he's corralled and tackled to the 41-yard line. A gain of 3. Fairview right now just content to work the clock as it reads less than 5.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. It will not take long to play this final 24 minutes with a rolling clock.
Let's take you back to Perry, where the home team is in the pay dirt against the Cashion Wildcats.
Gets that much room. I'm just glad that Landon was in a position to run him down, because you saw it last week against Pawhuska, and already in this game, that kid gets out in the open like that, it's usually
Absolutely.
a touchdown.
I mean, he had 200 rushing yards against Pawhuska last week.
1st and 10 from the 21. Back to pass, little out route. It's caught. Met quickly there by Jace Evans. As well as looks like we'll get a call here. Looks like I can't tell. Yeah,
Big play for Fairview on a long pass. Let's go. Let's watch for replay.
Jax Bernard will get the snap, 2-yard drop, has time, throwing deep left, looking for Burris. He has him in stride at the 20 to the 15, and Burris is out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. How about the freshman perfectly throwing the football and floating
Let's
it over
keep it here at the Fairview game. We'll take them live, and we'll get you to Perry if they're about to score.
Up right. Bernard working out of the gun, and now we get a timeout, and as Fairview wants to make sure everything.
Timeout on the field in Fairview. Let's go back to Perry.
Watch number 88 on the left side of the defensive line. And whenever he fires off the ball and comes around the edge, and a lot of times they double team him, but he's so quick and so strong that kids pretty much just have to grab him and not let him go by. And that's what happened right there, and no flag was called. That kid is so good that there's a lot of kids can't handle that pressure and that speed around
You're
the edge.
absolutely right, and he's just got an impressive wingspan and reach, and that's another thing that's going to be hard to contain, especially if he starts coming on the edge, off the edge like he is.
So third down run, up the middle, little wedge play there for the Perry Maroons. I guess Coach Cole was one to maybe catch the Cashion defense asleep. Goes for about 2 yards, brings up 4th down and 2, running clock 7:28. Perry driving here on the 13-yard line. Caden Hall under center. Snap will keep. He'll get bogged up. It's like if Cashion can hang on to him. Joey Wilson trying his best.
That's 4th.
Looks like he will be short. Will that be enough for the first down?
No way.
As
Ben's
like
heading
out.
The Garber Wolverines down to the 2-yard line of Waukomis with time ticking away in the first half.
20 seconds left. Now we're under 20. 17 seconds. Howie's trying to get the play called in. 15. Got to get the snap off here. 13. There's the snap. Tie up the middle. Cut back. And a touchdown by Ty Chester, untouched. With 9 seconds left, the Garber Wolverines are up 52-8.
Ty showing his experience, running the football, really seeing the field well, making the right cut at the right time.
Yes, and so this is where our math skills come into play. Big 2-point conversion.
Garber gets it in the end zone right before half. Let's go to Hinton at Hennessy. Hinton, the Comets, driving to try to extend their 21-0 lead.
Less than a yard to go for a touchdown. You're running all this time. Pretty simple here. I think you're going to see a quarterback sneak from Levi Taylor. That quarterback sneak has worked every single time we've either got a touchdown or a first down. Pretty simple. You're just going to go quarterback sneak and see if your lineman can get just enough of a push to get him across the goal line.
Third goal. Inches to go. Snap. Oh, handoff to Jake Wright.
He gets in there.
Gets in there for the touchdown.
Little shocked that he didn't go with the quarterback sneak, but hey, it works all the same with the touchdown for the Comets.
Jake Wright, number 5, the Manimal, puts the Comets up by 4 scores. They lead 27-0 here in what is turning into a barn burner this evening.
Hinton with a commanding 27-0 lead with the extra point pending in that game. Let's take you back to Cashion at Perry. Wildcats on offense.
Did a double move there, and I think what happened is he stepped on the cornerback as he was going by him and just sprained his ankle is what it looked like to me. Because I mean, as soon as he went by him, I mean it was almost like he tripped because the kid completely jumped on the break.
Probably come
Let's
for an
hope
injury
so.
timeout here.
All right, so hey, while Legas is getting his thigh.
Looks like Landon Legas dealing with some cramping issues. We'll come back to that game. Let's go to Sulphur at Washington. In Washington, looks like Sulphur has the ball.
It's going to be a lot closer than everybody thinks.
Raging Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette, ranked in the top 25 this year. They have the Chili's logo. We are not sponsored by Chili's yet.
That turned out really well.
Mobley takes a snap. He's looking to pass it deep. Jamison Holland in coverage, and he's down with his second interception of the night. Jamison Holland with 2 interceptions gives the Warriors the ball at the 43-yard line.
Deep ball right there. Holland matching step for step. That ball hung in the air for a while, and Holland makes a great play. Comes up at the last second and goes up and gets that ball. So you got to like. You can see in his eyes with the ball going down the field, he's just sitting there waiting for his time to go up and get it, and good job right there. Second INT of the game.
Big time play by the senior defensive back. Cantrell comes out with his squad on offense. 3 receivers to the right. Single receiver is Luke Hendricks on the left. Hendricks with 2 touchdowns already. They back up off of Hendricks. Cantrell takes the snap, hands it off to Cole Scott. He makes the guy miss. There is a flag on the play. And he is knocked down by number 1, Mason Mobley. Mobley having a busy night tonight, having to play the quarterback position, safety position, kicker, punter. Might be a little tired. Might be time for an ice bath.
Yeah, like you said, though, you know, starting QBs out, you're going to have to come in and fill a role. So, like I said, having to play both ways tonight. QB got a little banged up last week, not able to start like you talked about before the game. But, you know, their quarterback is, before he got hurt last week, he's a pretty good cat.
Yep.
TJ's, like you said, you go sign to play baseball at Wichita State, you got to be pretty dang good. So he's got an arm on him, and, you know, I'm sure the Bulldogs are hurting right now because they're missing him. But, you know,
hopefully he can be back for the remainder of the season after this game. Warriors have a long first down, and we'll call it about 23 yards. 3 receivers to the right. Hendricks is the lone receiver to the left. Again, handoff to Cole Scott, and he is met in the backfield and just drugged down by number
Blanchard
40.
has entered the pay dirt against the Noble Bears. Let's take you to Blanchard.
Have any of those, Coach?
Nope.
Hester's down, guys.
Yep, I think he just, hopefully it's a cramp at this point, which there's an official timeout here.
I believe 54 seconds left. That'd be second down and 4 to go.
Yep.
When we come back to play.
Garber-Wacomas has gone final. That game is over. I believe the final was 54-8. Let's take you to Kingfisher at Weatherford.
By long, but able to fall forward. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 1.5 yards.
Third down 2.
One wide out. Motion across. Johnson again hit immediately.
I'll tell you
Lost
what.
his footing a little bit, but
He barely got the ball in his hands. That's Grayson Bromlow, not Bromlow.
That's
That
number
was
53.
Kale Westfall who was right there. I'm not sure Johnson ever had a real good handle on that ball.
Let's quickly take you to Fairview, the Skordle game of the week.
He's been spot on in the second half, Todd.
It really has.
Noticed.
You've been socializing. It's old home week. We'll get you back next week when you're not in your native element.
In my element. Jacket for life, Todd, right?
Yeah, jacket for life, and he lives a stone's throw away from Chisholm.
Chisholm Lane.
That's
I
right.
live on Chisholm Lane.
In Longhorn Estates. You may never live that
No,
down.
I don't live in Longhorn Estates. I live on Chisholm Lane.
2nd down and 10. Inside handoff that goes to Biggers. He runs
Nice.
over a defender. Look at the run, like a bull coming out of a shoot at a rodeo. And he gets all the way down to the 40-yard line of Fairview. Grant Biggers with a terrific run. He'll get 16 yards,
back
and
to
he was
Blanchard. They are in the pay dirt.
Fortunately for us, that was not complete. I think he would have been in there if he'd have caught that.
You can
Brings up a
really
huge
tell
third
the
down.
way that quarterback, he's looking every time where he's
Yeah.
going to throw the ball. I mean, it looked like he was going to throw to the right the whole entire time. All the action was going to the left, but I just knew he was going to throw to the right.
Yeah,
Matt, Shane, we get a stop here. We might force him to kick another field goal.
Absolutely. He's going to roll to his left here. He's going to. They just went back to the same play right there, and they were able to get that first down. Yeah, they're kind of picking on Logan Kirby right now, man. They that's just nothing to. That's the 5-yard out route, and the quarterback just gets the ball, rolls to his right just a little bit, finds that target, and makes the completion. So
Right to Gabe Bars. Again, wide receiver cornerback, senior, 5'10", 175, is up against a fresh sophomore, Logan Kirby.
I wouldn't put it past him, go up there again, guys. They're going to just
run
kind
to
of
the right.
and he's
Gonna
in.
walk right
Yep,
in.
just walked right in.
Well, there's
Wow.
36 seconds left, Coach, on the clock, though. So,
Yep, we'll see.
I know this offense is good enough to know that we've got time, but that'd be a score for the Blanchard Lions, and that brings the score to 9-14.
Yeah, and again, it's just unfortunate, that we had the huge penalty once again on the kickoff, and you can't allow a good team like Blanchard to have the ball with 2 minutes at midfield. You just can't do that, and they just kind of had some nice out routes, some good completions, and
Touchdown
good
there
credit.
for the Blanchard Lions as they try to get back in that game. Let's take you back to Kingfisher. I'm sorry, let's take you to Weatherford, where the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets are driving on the Eagles.
14 on the play clock.
Yeah, Jackets still don't have a play in. Now they do.
Under 10. 5. Better call timeout. Oh,
Get it off.
got it off.
Cooper gets it. He's going to get down to about the 30-yard line. Where it
There
will be
was 1 and almost a 0 on
half
that.
a tick on there. Stevenson Insurance Center, 3rd down coming up.
On the tackle for the Eagles.
With 7.5 to play, I think no doubt this is 4-down territory. You're down 2 scores.
And number 76, Malachi Morales Perez. Over at the 30-yard line, so down 5.
And Bartman out wide, the bottom.
3rd and 5.
Fake to Cooper.
Sternberger couldn't get his
He's
footing
got
there.
plenty of running room.
He's got lots of running room. He's got the first down. Taken out of bounds at about the 11. He stopped to plant, and he just never got his footing. He looked to the opposite side, had a lot of green ahead of him. So Jack Sternberg with your F&M Bank first down carry. Big play there for the Jackets as they convert the 3rd down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at
the 11.
11-yard line.
Munoz and Evans in the backfield.
Kingfisher Electric red zone. That's Munoz right up the middle, and he gets into the end zone.
No penalty flags, which is always a positive.
11-yard Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown run. Alan Munoz makes it 21.
Great call there by Michael Swisher on the Yellow Jacket touchdown. Let's go to the other Yellow Jackets. Fairview at Chisholm. Fairview in the pay dirt.
One back set. Brant Strader looks with a 2-by-1 formation. Here comes the pressure. He turns and he hands it off. Gaping hole up the middle and a huge tackle and a big-time hit at the point of the tackle. And that was Keenan Clark who got the handoff for the physical punishing run. The gain goes to the 4, so it's 2nd down and a yard. And Fairview content to work the play clock with 17 seconds to snap it. By the way, what a great job our buddy Bryce Miller is doing tonight producing this broadcast.
And having to do it through a piece of glass.
Keenan Clark in the pistol behind Strader. They motion a man left to right. Strader throws a slant at the goal line, and it is incomplete. Or is it caught? It is caught. Touchdown. Reed Martin. So tonight his dad, Adam, is being honored. How about that? And Reed lost his headgear at the end of the play.
Yeah, that was awesome. So great. You know, he had that long play earlier on, too, to be able to redeem himself. And what a great ball fit in there by Strader, and a heck of a catch there by Reed.
Boy, don't you know his dad is smiling down.
Fairview putting more points on the board there with Reed Martin's touchdown. Let's go to Perry, where the Wildcats are driving on offense against the Maroons.
That back up, growing pains. So again, we've got a couple sophomores in Nathan Ababi and Cooper Frazee. We got Jace. That's Legas, and we do have a timeout here. I don't know what's going on. I apologize, guys. I'm trying my best here.
From the sweat box, it is kind of it's hard to see everything that's going on.
Hey,
we missed substitutions, timeouts.
We missed Kai Gilbert. He hasn't been in, or Seth Gilbert. I'm sorry, he hadn't been in since about in the middle of the second quarter, and that's a kid that you miss.
Nababi with the pseudo Wildcat drags about 112 Perry Maroons with him. Not sure what happened there. That was like almost a bounce off of Harmon's hands into Nababi's hands, but he carries it forward. That's definitely going to be close to the first down marker. Let's see.
Like we said again with Nick, taking about 4 of the Perry guys with him on that one, just a tank rolling through there.
So actually it's about a gain of it's about 10 with the mark off on the penalty. So it'll bring up about 3rd and 5 here from the 18. 1:43 here, third quarter. We've got Nick Nababi in the backfield with Ben Harmon. We've got Nathan Nababi, Cooper Frazee, Jackson Vandruff, tripped out below. Up top, Legas. Let's see if we might get Legas here singled up. Harmon back to pass, looking for Legas on the post, across the middle, and that's a touchdown. Cash and Wildcats. Landon Legas with 1 million yards receiving, and the Wildcats put another touchdown on the board to go up 46-14.
Hey, Landon is so good at setting up the defensive back that's on him. You know, he has that hard push to the outside, and then it's so good at just switching direction and being wide open, and then give credit
Another
to
Landon Legas touchdown. What a night for number 19. Let's take you to Washington, where the Warriors are driving on Sulphur Bulldogs.
Cantrell taking his time. Sends Cage Morris in motion. Hands it off to Morris on the jet sweep. He tries to make a couple guys miss before being brought down by number 34.
Let's take you real quick to Hinton at Hennessy. Hinton leading this one 28-6. As the final seconds are ticking down in this game, the Hinton Comets are about to go to 2-0 on the year. Remember last year they went 1-8, so already doubled their win season from a year ago, or win total from a year ago. Let's take you back to, let's go to Sulphur at Washington again.
All around in the backfield, or in the
Lindsay coming off a big week last week. Not sure how they're doing tonight.
You might have to check that out. They had Purcell this week. We're not really paying attention to our ticker on top of the screen. We've been watching this game, but Cantrell takes snap, hands it off to Braden Arthur, and he is sawed down by
QB
number 4, Trace Todd. Or excuse me, Braden Standifer.
Braden. I thought that was 1 there for a second.
It's going to bring up 4th down for the Warriors. With 2.5 to go in the game, up 34-13. The Warriors will be able to get this close to 2 minutes before having to snap it. Yeah, we'll have to pull up on the old Skordle app and see what the...
We'll come back to Washington in just 1 minute. Let's go to Kingfisher at Weatherford. The Eagles nursing a 2-point lead late in the fourth quarter.
Decline.
It is a hold, and it is declined, so the Jackets will accept that sack. So it's going to be 3rd down and long, let's say 13, close to 14 yards for the Eagles. Big 3rd down here. 6 minutes, 35 seconds to play in this one.
They bring up 3rd down, 14 for the Eagles.
15 on the play clock.
Eagles still, everybody looking down at their wrist.
Trying to play 1 back set, 2 wideouts.
Wheel lines goes under center.
Motion across. They're going to be a quarterback down the middle. Got a
And
hand.
wide open.
Tried to jump the route.
Big third down. Turns into a big touchdown. 71 yards.
That's tight end Shields.
Ryan Shields with
Tight
the
end
reception. Yep. Good play call.
Great play call.
The extra point is up. And good. So with
Weatherford makes the extra point up 28-19 with about 6 minutes left to go in that game. Let's take you back to Fairview. Chisholm at Fairview, Skordle game of the week as this game is ticking away.
Deal I know is last minute, and like you said, you just came back from Arkansas the other night, and to be able to that's why we got the pros here, right, Todd? I mean, you know, making your way across, and you even got to eat at Taco Bandito and eat it. So I mean, that made the trip worth it.
And as I tweeted, that's really the only reason I did accept this assignment.
Hey, so now let me get this right with Tom. You've also invited Tom to some OU games recently.
He will never go back again.
K-State upsets.
It'll never happen again. Will Strader snap it? 2 seconds, 1 second. He does not. They're going to give him the play as he does get the snap. It was after the clock struck 0. Strader will run right and gets to the 45, a gain of 7 on the final play of the ball game. And this one has come to an end. Fairview dominating Chisholm tonight by a count of 43-0.
And the Yellow Jackets moved to 2-0 on the season with a convincing 43-0 win over the Chisholm Longhorns. Let's take you back to Washington, where the Warriors lead at 34-13 late in the fourth.
Finish it up. 28 seconds left to go in the ball game. It's going to be 4th down for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they try to get another play call off before the clock goes down. Coach does get a call in to the quarterback. He comes back to the huddle. We'll see if they try to run it. They're able to get the snap off. Handoff goes to Myers, and Cole Beller there in the backfield to stop the play and end the game.
Great play by Cole there. Coming upfield, blowing that up. But like I said, only 8 seconds left. That'll end the game. Washington, big win tonight.
34-13 is your final. Bulldogs come down and score after the Warriors answer the Warriors' first touchdown.
And Washington Warriors moved to 2-0 on the year with a big 34-13 win over Sulphur. Let's take you back to Kingfisher at Weatherford. Weatherford leading this one 28-19.
Blow at another.
Kingfisher set. Hand off to
do it again. Munoz spins out
of
of
the ball with both hands. Good job.
Spins out of that the initial front there, the initial hit. Gets the F&M Bank first down on the carry. Going to give him a little bit of a breather. Cooper comes in. Munoz went from jogging off the field to hobbling off the field. He went over there, he's going to chug him some Gatorade. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Clock running, 5:16, trailing by 9.
Same play.
Cooper hit quickly. Big number 61.
Still falls forward for a yard.
Cole McCurdy with that tackle.
Kingfisher looking at the sidelines for the next play. Clock still running, under 5 minutes. Two wideouts to the wide side.
2nd and 9.
Evans in slide motion. Screen and loses his footing.
Unfortunate there. As Harrison Evans actually loses a couple of yards. So it's going to be a Stevenson Insurance Center 3rd down and 11.
Koval coming in. Evans going out.
Lost back to the 46-yard line, 3rd down.
Appear to be going empty backfield. 5 wideouts.
3rd and 11 for the Jackets, under 4 minutes to go. Sternberger rolls to right, to the far side. Looks, throws, and overthrows his man. Had him.
Off the fingertips of Snodgrass.
Number 4, Slade Snodgrass falls incomplete.
Had him right at the sticks.
So now 4th and 11.
Kingfisher bringing in the punt team.
Going to meet the Eagles, number 18, Brett Bozar.
(28-19) is your score. Clock is stopped at 3:46. Munoz in to punt. Fake punt. Munoz lets it go. Throws it into a crowd down there. And I think Weatherford had that sniffed out from the start. And it will be a turnover on downs for the
Yellow
Jackets.
Jackets can't convert on 4th down. Looks like Cashin may have just gotten a turnover. Let's go to Perry for the conclusion of this game.
On the ball and give the Cashin Wildcats another shot at a quick touchdown here. And Ben is going back out there.
He's going back in. All right, so joining him in the backfield, looks like my man, is that Branson?
Yep, that is Jake Branson right there.
Number 22, junior.
We got little big brother up front blocking for him.
Branson family. We got a
And
bunch
you
of
see
brothers
Preston,
out there.
Preston is back in there.
That's good. Good to
after
see
the
Connor
cramp.
back in there. So Jake Branson to the right of Ben Harmon. You're going to see a steady dose here of handoffs. There's Branson, 800 track star. Little keeper run up the middle. Nice positive yard and gain there for the junior, Jake Branson. Give him about 2 or 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down at about 7. 11 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Cashing at about the 26-yard line, looking to add to that 47-point total. I see Legastil out there. We've got Evans as well as Manning and Brown. It looks like number 77 has checked in. Jaden Miller at right guard for Juicy. Snap, give to Branson. He'll cut back. Nice little hole. Little cut back. Good vision there by Jake. Gets met in the hole by number 5. Caleb Owen, the junior, with the tackle.
Yeah, now, you know, this right here is where you want your guys up front to really, you know, get some experience blocking and kind of building that camaraderie up there up front and saying, hey, we know we're going to run the ball. They know we're going to try to run the ball and take some time off. Let's try to figure this out. That way, you know, going forward in the season, that run game is there for you.
Snap. Harmon back to pass. Plenty of time. He'll keep it. He'll roll to his right. He'll flip it out of bounds wisely. And that's smart. That's your senior quarterback right there. We had one receiver over that, well covered by number 7, Dylan Height on Manning. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Kind of touched on it a little bit there, Chris. Getting to see some exciting run plays coming on here in the second half. Lane and I talked about it at halftime. Teams that have just been really good at only, you know, in the passing game or only good in the run game, eventually down the line in the season, usually in the playoffs, you come across somebody that can stop what you do, and you have to adjust, and you have to be good at it.
Spot on. That's why teams like Ringling have done well for
Very
so
well.
long. Oof. Big pass and big stop. So we were just talking about number 11, Desmond Williams. He gets his as Harmon sets up Legas, and he gets beaten up pretty good. And that'll be a turnover on downs there as the Perry Maroons.
Perry gets a defensive stand in the pay dirt. Let's take you back to Weatherford, where they lead it. The Eagles lead it 28-19.
10. Under center.
Johnson 8 yards back.
He gets the carry.
Gets a full head of steam.
Gets across midfield. Does go out of bounds. And he also picks up a 1st down.
Pick up to the 39-yard line. Push down Eagles.
That doesn't seal it for the Eagles, but it's getting closer. If they continue to churn out the yardage, of course, they'll better serve themselves if they stay in bounds.
Cook this time.
He was the man in motion who got the carry and the cramp. He's going to do his best to get off the field. Coaches are going to say, you crawl off if you have to. We need that clock to run. He is able to get off. 2 minutes to play. 10 seconds now on the play clock. Jackets jump.
Flag before the snap.
Up front for Kingfisher, Kale Westfall, Braxton Shellstrom, Jacob Reagan. Kate Cooper on the far side.
Second down 4.
Harrison Evans on the near side. Clock running, 1:38 to go.
Met immediately.
Johnson doesn't get much.
Nope. Good job by the defensive line.
So we'll be third down. I believe we got a timeout called. We do. This timeout is presented by Medic Pharmacy and Gifts of Kingfisher. We'll stay right here.
Timeout by Kingfisher.
Yeah, stop that clock. Give him a chance to. Because you never know. Was it
Seen
a
it happen.
big swine show this weekend?
It's the NJSA regional show.
Oh yeah, the good old MJSA.
Yep, national.
Familiar with that circuit?
I don't know. National Junior Swine Association.
Oh, NJSA. I got you. National. I said MJ. I'm familiar with MJ. Now, you get the NJSA?
Yeah, you were gone.
That's foreign territory to me.
I knew I had you at nothing whenever I said it.
Of course, we had county show last weekend, county fair.
Kingfisher County show, yep.
Resuming play. Eagle ball, third down.
Third down for the Eagles here.
Easy.
Well.
Oh, I don't know that he crossed, but.
I don't think it's going to be.
It shouldn't be a first down.
It's going to be just shy. But I might try it again if I'm Weatherford.
Outside, Kingfisher. Penalty moves the ball to the 29-yard line. First down, Eagles.
And a little premature there, buddy.
I don't think it's first down yet.
Let's go third down, Eagles.
Down in about 3 inches.
Well, they're not far away from that first down. Now are we going to measure?
There you go.
Well, the Eagle coaching staff did not like whatever happened right there. Yep. It's third down.
Yeah.
Penalty puts the ball just shy of 2 yards a game. Third down and short.
Power formation.
Johnson gets it, gets the first down, and that should do it. Now the Jackets have 2 timeouts to burn. We'll see if Coach Myers does it, but the clock will run here as we approach a minute to play.
First down, Eagles.
Okay, I'll give you that one, buddy.
Got it right that time.
So Myers isn't calling timeout, so effectively saying, hey, we're good. And so Weatherford's going to say, we'll just get in the victory formation, take the knee.
36 seconds.
Victory formation for the Weatherford Eagles is Weatherford and Coach Reagan Roof moved to 1-0 on the season. Kingfisher will drop to 1-1. Let's go to our only other game that's on right now, Cashion at Perry. Cashion leads at 47-14. Just a quick programming note, Noble at Blanchard is going to be coming back from halftime here in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'd probably say 1 or 2, maybe 3.
Hey,
good job by Jake Branson there. Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just constantly running his feet, even when he hardly wasn't even touching the ground. His feet were just still pumping.
Hey, I was giving Chad and Randy the business a while ago, and Chad said he has his Cashion blanket covering him in his AC house, and then he said, "I'm waiting for Neiman to catch a cramp."
Oh, goodness, it's possible.
Weatherford and Kingfisher. Weatherford 28, Kingfisher 19, the final on that game.
What's the score of some of those, like Pawhuska, Morrison? What are some of those? Morrison had a big game against a really good 2A, I think, Oklahoma Christian school or something like that they're playing. So that's going to be a good kind of a measuring stick
Ethan
game.
Downs, I think. Or no, I guess no. He's already led.
Yeah, just a kind of a measuring stick game for Morrison, because Morrison's one of those teams that we talked about in our preseason game preseason
Yeah, they should be pretty good.
That should be good.
My Skordle app will load here.
All right, so a little timeout here for the Cashion Wildcats. Coach Shack is a little miscommunication, it looks like, but probably needed just to make sure and get the essentially the JD defense ready to go. And again, we've got a mix of guys that are getting a lot of varsity minutes. We've seen Cooper Frazee, a little bit of Nathan Ababi, of course, Bryce Burke, we've called his name, Tanner Dean. So these guys are getting a little bit more minutes here with 6:30 on the clock. We've got Thomas back to pass. He's checked in, little loose ball, number 42. Number 42. Let's see if we can't get a name here. I apologize. Caden Friend, sophomore running back, 5'10", 190.
64, Tanner Dean.
Is that Burke that's hurt? Looks like it is a sophomore who isn't on the tackle.
And he's laying face down, not moving. That's not a good sign. Let's hope he just had a little stinger or something like that. He can jump up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the Skordle studio at Orthodontics exclusively in Norman. We have 2 games that are still going on, Cashion at Perry. Also, we have Noble at Blanchard. If you want to watch the Cashion-Perry game, go to CashionWildcats.tv. Cashion up big in that game late in the 4th quarter. Noble at Blanchard, they are coming back from halftime right now. Looks like the teams are entering the field. If you want to watch the Noble at Blanchard game, go to NobleBears.tv. That'll do it for us tonight on Skordle Pay Dirt. Please watch the postgame show. If you want to get on Skordle.tv or the Skordle app, you can watch the Prep Sports Oklahoma postgame show. Thank you again to Orthodontics exclusively for letting us use their studio. We'll see you next week with 8 more Skordle games on Skordle Pay Dirt.